the sky look great. Bills on the counter and they're begging to be paid. Coffee getting cold, got a long road ahead, but I ain't gonna quit, got a fire instead. Everybody falls, that's part of the game. You can lose around and still build a name. Every little setback teaches something new. The storm don't last forever, gotta push on through. When the pressure comes down like a ton of steel, you discover what you are and what you really feel. No matter what the world says, no matter what they do, the power to keep moving starts inside of you. Yeah. Keep your head up, keep your eyes on the light. Keep your feet moving through the darkest night. Every single setback is a lesson in disguise. Keep your head up, keep your dreams alive. Keep your head up, don't surrender today. The mountain gets smaller when you find your way. You got more strength than you realize inside. Keep your head up and enjoy the ride. I roll through town with a message to share. A little more kindness floating through the air. The devil's advocate bringing positive vibes. Trying to lift people up one heart at a time. Got friends feeling low, got people stressed out. Too much fear and anger getting passed around. So I'm doing my best every day I wait. Spread a little love with every move I make. Sometimes it's a smile, sometimes it's a song. Helping somebody find where they belong. The world gets brighter when we choose to care. A little more love can take us anywhere. When the pressure comes down like a ton of steel, you discover what you are and what you really feel. No matter what the world says, no matter what they do, the power to keep moving starts inside of you. Yeah, keep your head up, keep your eyes on the light. Keep your feet moving through the darkest night. Every single setback is a lesson in disguise. Keep your head up, keep your dreams alive. Keep your head up, don't surrender today. The mountain gets smaller when you find your way. You got more strength than you realize inside. Keep your head up and enjoy the ride. Devil's advocate on a mission tonight. Trying to turn darkness into a little light. Spreading good energy wherever I go. Planting seeds of hope so the future can grow. Oh, one kind word can change somebody's day. One helping hand can show somebody the way. We ride.
What's up, guys? What is up? What is up? Welcome to the Monday night live stream. What's up, guys? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. Justin, thank you for stopping by, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. For anyone who is a father, happy belated Father's Day. Yesterday, if you saw my YouTube short of mine, I spent the day a little bit. Went and get lunch with my daughter, so it was nice. Talk to her, have a little bonding time. So that was fun. I loved it. I thought that was nice. So hopefully, for any fathers out there, I hope you had a good Father's Day. All right. Hope you guys had a good Father's Day. How about hey, if you had a good time as well, that's all good, right? Spending time with your family. Sadly, there's no Uncle's Day, but I mean, still, right? If you still had a good time, hope you had a good time. What's up, my brother? What is up? How you doing? I hope you're doing well, my brother. Mini. Yes. He's amazing. My daughter's amazing. I love her. Great kid. A great kid. Couldn't wish for a better child, right? I couldn't wish for a better child. She's like absolutely no problems whatsoever, right? She's smarter than me. Good get good grades. She's not into the craziness of modern day kids, right? The whole sex, drugs, and badass shit. So soon, daughter DA. Soon they do say the first daughter looks more like you. That's what they do. Well, she's very similar to me, right? She's similar to me in very temperament, right? In personality, she's very similar to me. So I wasn't really a crazy kid. So, that makes it for parenting very easily, very easy. So I love it. That makes parenting very easy for me. So it's amazing, right? She makes being a parent very easy. So that's why I spoil her, right? I spend like, well, we just recently did a comic convention, right? Spent like close to a grand on her, you know, gave her some money for I'll spoil her because she's a good daughter and there's no complaints from me, so I love it. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. So, I want to watch the R- Andrew Wilson, Andrew and Rachel Wilson, on the Whatever podcast. I thought that would be interesting, right? Rarely do you see them both on at the same time, so I thought that would be fun. I thought that'd be interesting. So that's what I'll be doing tonight. Right, checking out the Whatever podcast that features Andrew and Rachel Wilson. So that will be fun. DA, do you dread the day when she brings home? Uh, I gotta say, I do. I gotta say, I do. I mean, like, I am right. I mean, we talked about, she's entering high school, right? So my daughter is entering high school, up the upcoming semester, and I talked to her like, I really don't want her to get a boyfriend, and she said to me, she doesn't care about boys, right? She's not thinking about boys. She's not thinking about relationships and shit like that, and I love it. I love it. Right? To be honest, I mean, I didn't get my first kiss until I was like 21. Late bloomer, but still, I think it's better not to deal with the whole, you know, boy and girl dynamic so soon, right? Right? So, you know, I just think that's particularly for girls, right? Particularly for girls, I think when it's so early, it's probably not the best. I think you can't handle that trauma as well as you should in your earlier years, right? In your earlier developmental years. So I'd rather her being a bit older to handle those kind of dramas, handle those kind of stress. It's way yes, it's way different for girls, right? But I just think that for me, yes, I may started late, um, but I think it's best for girls to start late, in my opinion, right? At least not in their teens, right? A little bit towards the end of their teens, at the very least, right? 18, 19, and so on. Okay. But like, you know, she's just gonna start high school, so 14, 15. Come on. I'd rather her just focus on being I've said this to her, right? I've said this I've said this to her many, many times. When you start doing adult shit, and I mean relationships is adult shit in my opinion, right? Relationships are adult shit. So once you start doing adult shit, you can't go backwards, right? You can't go back trying to be a kid, right? The innocence of a kid, the carefree life of a kid, you can't. You're not gonna be able to go back. So I want her to push off being an adult as long as possible. So enjoy being a kid while you're still a kid, right? I know so many she's telling me stories too, right? So many kids are actually they're having sex already. They're doing some kind of drugs already. They're violent already. It's like, please just hold off for as long as you can. Oh no. She's told me I don't know if she has friends, right? I don't know if she has friends that do it, but she does tell me that she knows people who does it, right? She knows other kids that are doing that shit. 16, I don't know. For me, it's still too bit early for me, right? Still a bit too early for me. That's what I dread having a daughter, but I gotta admit, right? I do dread having a daughter. I'm probably biased if it was my son, right? If it was my son, okay, I guess. But because it's just that for me, I think boys, men, we need that trauma, right? Because it either sharpen you like iron, right? It sharpens you. It makes you push forward, right? Makes you either you either become better or you just like you I don't know, you suffer for it, right? Men, we got to go through those traumas, right? To sharpen, just to get better, right? So we have to go through those trauma. Werewolf, what is up, my brother? The quote: "Raise a nerd, they won't get in trouble." And you know what? That's the thing. My daughter is a big geek. She loves anime. She loves toys. She loves collecting. She's a big geek. So I'm loving it, right? That's why I love it. I definitely love it. So I have no, I pretty much have zero complaints when it comes to my daughter. So that is an amazing thing to have no complaints. Well, I wish you all the best to the on the year. I, I wish it too. I wish it too. Right? I wish it too. All right, let's start. Let's get started. I wanted to check it out. Hopefully, it's good.
Have a special place in my heart for him always, even though we went our separate ways,
What
it's
caused
rough.
the divorce with him?
Unfortunately, I've attracted emotionally abusive men
Okay.
because I've trauma bonded.
I just watched your last episode while I was on the way here today.
Yes.
And I got the impression it could potentially be your behavior that is the problem based on what I
Honestly,
saw.
it's not. I got triggered with Brian, but I'm
you don't
actually,
get triggered when you
I
live with a
usually,
guy?
No, I usually just shut up and take the abuse for many.
Hi, women are ridiculous. Like, oh, I shut up and take abuse from men. Yeah, but but out in the world, I don't take no abuse from men. Yeah.
Years. I
Okay,
just
what
did
kind of, when you say emotional abuse, what do you mean?
like, I mean, it's terrible to bring this up, but like my first husband had bipolar that manifested 5 years into our marriage, and we'd be driving down the road and he'd be stomping on his brakes because someone is behind us tailgating us, and I'd be really afraid, and I'd say slow down, and he would just go shut up, boom, and hit me right in the leg. Or like I was on a beach with him in the morning and it was freezing cold, and I'm like, I want to.
That's not emotional abuse. That's abuse. That's abuse. So, okay. Understandable you left that man. Physical abuse, okay. Right? I mean, even emotional abuse, I guess, you probably should leave.
Go inside, I'm freezing. We were in Georgia, and I turn around and boom, he punches me right in the back.
Yeah, there are a whole lot of miserable women.
Well, I would say that's
And like,
physical abuse.
there was
so-
emotional abuse too.
Okay.
And there was a lot
But the physical abuse should be the one that's more crazy.
of, like, he had some addictions and things, and
Okay.
that was the first marriage. The second husband was,
Well, it sends mixed signals, though, because Brian said shut up, and you said that was emotional abuse.
Yeah.
I do feel that is emotional abuse.
How's that emotional abuse?
I do feel it affects you.
So anything
You'll
that
never
gives you
forget
a
it.
negative
You'll
emotion?
never forget it. Like,
So if
and
anything
it's
somebody
demeaning.
says to you that makes you feel negatively is abuse.
I do. And, recently I was talking to a woman who I was becoming friends with her. She was very Christian. I always treated her with respect and kindness. And she's like, you're a devil worshiper. You're
Wow.
worshiping the devil. The Reiki is devil worshiping. And
she's not
she's not wrong.
lying.
all right, she was saying that. Well, I mean, so basically, I stopped that friendship. I'm very particular who I surround
But that,
myself
you
with.
think that's emotional abuse for her to say?
Going to keep her at her birth of origin? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I guess I can understand that. Right? I guess I can understand that. I mean, it's dependent on, hopefully you pick the right woman, right? Hopefully you pick the right woman.
Hey,
Can I
from
add
my-
something? Like Andrew said, he recognizes patterns. So maybe since she's had this experience with abusive men,
I was
maybe,
really triggered.
Maybe she recognized those patterns and got
did.
triggered, and that's what happens.
But what
And
about the
You've had
counter to that of the?
if you have the experience being in an abusive relationship?
What about the pattern of recognizing that there's lots and lots of people who say that there's emotional abuse going?
Oh, one of the things that benefits, doing these kind of content, I talk to my daughter, right? I do talk to my daughter a lot. I try to instill her the ideologies of like accountability, right? I've said this before, right? I don't care if women want to be strong, independent. I don't need no man personality. I don't care, right? I don't care if women want to be gold diggers. I don't care if women want to be career women. I don't care if women want to be traditional. I don't care if women want to be feminists, right? I live by the motto, do what you want to do, right? Do you, right? I've said this before. I don't care what you want to do, right? You want to be a career woman. You want to be, the strong, independent, boss bitch yourself. Go for it. When I care, right? When I care, right? And you see the videos I do, is that when you come online, right, and spew your crap to the rest of the world, right? You come online and say, oh, men ain't shit. Men are abusive. Men this, men that, men. I'm like, bitch, you have 100% autonomy. No one forces you what to do. So you come online and spew shit about men? I'm like, who forced you to get with these men? Who forced you to get with these men? Right? Who forced you to deal with these terrible men? Nobody but yourself. So I'm about accountability. I don't hate women, right? I hate people who are not accountable, right? I hate people who don't see that they are the problems in their life. That's what I hate, right? I don't hate women. I don't hate anybody because I don't give a shit. It's your life. But so many people, and this is why I do reaction videos instead of just say shit. You come online and then spew shit about other people. I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you not see the hypocrisy? Do you not see the delusions? That's why I say shit, right? So I tell to my daughter that, you know what? It's about accountability. Red Door, what is up, my sister?
On when there clearly isn't because of words like shut up, be quiet, I don't want to hear it, things like this.
Well, I think that's why she also said that she's coming in here into this episode with a new mindset and a new energy, and maybe she's gonna go by things differently. And now she
who's the
understands.
Who's the real her though?
What do you mean? Who's the real her?
Is the real her the one who comes in with the brand new energy, or was the real her the person who was revealed before? Which one's the real one?
Well, we're always growing and
Yeah,
learning.
we're always growing, and
and
now
we're
she-
becoming
And
better people.
we all have trauma responses that will come
Yeah.
out.
And
It's
I
just
think-
your nervous system.
Yeah, I think also now that she has the experience, like she's been on the show before, she's talked to Brian, she knows what the vibe is, she knows what to expect. I think it's easier to come in here with like a clear mindset, being like, okay, this and this might happen.
But guys, the three of us that are talking and me, we're all like older women. We're not 18. This whole, it's a trauma response and I'm a new person today. I wasn't that person yesterday and we're always learning. It's like you're responsible for 3 human beings that are pretty old now, right? They're
Right,
not
yeah.
little babies.
Right.
There's only choices. You choose your behavior. You decide how you act. All this other stuff is bullshit and excuses and nonsense. You can't freak out on a live TV show and be like, well, it was my trauma. I've had trauma. I've had loads of trauma, yet somehow I can come on these shows and not like absolutely lose my shit.
If you don't give me a beer,
It's a
we give you
choice.
more trauma.
That's true, but I also think she took, she's taking responsibility, she's taking accountability.
Is she? Literally, she took no blame. How is she taking responsibility and accountability? She said her husbands are the problem. I've yet to hear her saying that she's at fault, right? Again, at the end of the day, right? I don't wish abuse towards women. But there's a problem when there's a problem when you're the one who chose that man, right? You chose said men. No one forced you to get with an abusive man. No one forced you to get with and stay with an abusive man, a liar, cheater, or whatever. No one forces you, right? No one forces you to get with these terrible men that you're constantly getting with, right? 3 marriages deep, she's still getting with those types of men. This is the problem, right? You're not recognizing your faults. That's the problem. She's not taking accountability. 3 marriages deep.
She said, that wasn't right. My reactions were different.
Also, you're very experienced with public speaking and getting into confrontational interactions with people where you might not be. So there is a different experience level.
There was a point in time just 4 years ago where I had no experience in doing that.
I know, but then after those 4 years, you gained your experience.
No, I've never acted like that.
Well,
I've never acted like that. So it's like
a lot of it was also
It's to have self-control. It's having self-control, right? This is a thing where too many people want to live in their emotions, right? And not see that, emotions can be dangerous, right? Emotions are very uncontrollable at times. So you have to be in control. You have to force that control.
supposed to be comedic, and I kind of played into it. I know this show's controversial, and I know you guys like controversy. I really don't like controversy, but
Clickbait.
Either way, Brian brought her back, so
Clickbait.
I think that it did something for the show.
He brought back everybody, but I just think
because it affected his show in a good way. He got
pattern I've seen in women specifically. This is some men too, but mostly women in my own family, women in my own life even. They act a fool, they act crazy, they cause problems, they do things and say things that they know shouldn't be tolerated, accuse people of abuse, and then later when it's brought to their attention, hey, you're the one who was acting wrong, you're the one who caused the problems, then it's suddenly, well, that wasn't my fault though, because it was my trauma, or I was in a bad state of mind, or my energy was off. And it's like, why not take responsibility and say, you know what, you're right, I shouldn't have behaved that way, that was completely out of pocket, and maybe I should make sure I don't ever do that again. And then maybe you wouldn't be like on the third husband. It's a choice. You keep lying to yourself and telling yourself that like, oh no, I just need to heal, and it's my chakras were off, and all that is nonsense. You tell yourself so that you don't ever have to take a hard look at yourself and go, oh shoot, I messed up.
I do disagree that that's all nonsense, because my healing practice has really helped me get through everything I've been through. This last year has been a very empowering year, and without my Reiki and without my sound healing, I wouldn't be the person that I'm growing into. It's helped me a lot with my anxiety, with the PTSD,
how long was it since you were here last time? Like a month?
It's been about a month, yeah.
Okay, so just yesterday, like a month ago, you were cuckoo crazy pants. And
what a lot of it was also,
traumatized.
It was also, I kind of watched the last podcast, and I know this show's controversial. I know Brian's trying to get his viewers worked up. There's a certain type of people who watch the show.
Wait, hold on. I completely reject that. I'm not trying to get my viewers
Well, I saw you on a recent episode where you, like, all the women are talking and you're like this. Like, to your viewers, like, you're in the corner, you're like this.
Yeah, sometimes I do feel when the panelists are saying dumb shit, I sometimes do contemplate there.
Yeah.
I do contemplate blowing my brains out sometimes.
No, I know.
Like earlier today, I definitely felt like
I know. And I feel, I know.
Maybe, okay, never mind.
And I have more compassion for you now. I feel like
game.
I have more compassion. I see you, like, fidgeting, and you're, like, red and nervous, and you're like, oh, man, these women. Like, when I look at you, it's like, oh,
I'm not nervous.
like this, and it's
nervous.
rough.
It's not nervous. It's
I just don't like the way, and you're like, okay, low key next, just like dismissing her. I don't know. She's.
Sometimes if somebody asks me to repeat a question,
I remember. I know you
don't get the question repeated.
These kind of things trigger me.
I'll just skip over you.
These kind of things trigger me.
It sounds like it doesn't take much at all to trigger you. Like, how do you get through life on a daily basis?
No, I'm actually an empowered woman now, and I actually don't accept people talking to me like that, and I don't like seeing women treated like that either.
But what if you're just being a bitch? Then shouldn't people talk to you like that? Like, honestly,
I mean,
like, what if you're
everybody
just being an absolute bitch, and then someone's like, hey, why not just stop being a bitch and shut the fuck up? Like, aren't they justified in doing that?
I guess if they want to, definitely they have the right. This is a free country.
No, I'm not even talking about, like, they have the right to do it. Sure, they have the right to do it.
And
right? You can have the right to do something and still be being an asshole. We know this.
Right.
But is it really being an asshole if you're being a fucking bitch and someone says, shut up, you fucking bitch? Like, isn't that reasonable and rational?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think we should treat each other that way. And I want to piggyback off what you said, a really good thing. Take responsibility for how you behave. I don't like how I behaved on the last podcast. I didn't go home and feel
But
good.
if it was a joke,
I love podcast, to be honest. I wish,
you could just not be on it or not watch it.
I have compassion for him, and I wish he was doing something more positive, but I know he's into controversy and viewers.
No,
and
you know
this
what?
stuff,
I'm going to disagree. This is something that I've wanted to say on the show to women like you and to women and men out there who say this stuff.
Okay.
This show does a lot of positive things because I'm just going to be totally honest. There's a lot of crazy bitches out there these days. Women have lost their...
This is a thing where I always think that men-oriented shows, the positivity, right, is just like, in my opinion, the Red Pill. Show you reality. Show you reality. There was a point in time, right? There was a point in time when I guess I would call myself Blue Pill, right? I would call myself poisoned by the Disney fairy tale. Like being the White Knight, chivalry, being a gentleman, all that shit, right? All that BS. I was poisoned by that, right? You be the nice guy, all whatever, all the blue pill beta shit. Until I realized that, what? Women are no better than men, right? Women are no better than men. Women will manipulate you. They will cheat on you. They will abuse you. They will violate you. They will disrespect you. They will destroy you, right? So women are no better than men, and in some cases they're worse, right? And it's that because, again, I think a lot of men come into the experience thinking that women are angels, right? They think women are angels, right? Women can't do no wrong. That's what I thought, right? I thought women can't do no wrong. I thought it was, my fault that these relationships, were terrible or whatever. Now, of course, I take my own responsibility. But I'm not going to be blinded by, I got with a bitch, right? I got with a terrible woman. I got with women that were, your typical feminist or your typical, strong, independent self. I thought being with strong, independent women were great, but they're not. Being with strong, independent women are really not great, right? Because like a lot of times it's their way or the highway. So you're battling with them. It's like, it's a whole lot of mess. So what a lot of these content do is like it breaks the veil, right? It takes off the veil. It breaks the facade that you think women are, right? You think women are magical. They're angels. They're princesses. They're goddesses. They're queens. All that shit. But it's like, you know what? It brings them down. Like, no. A lot of times they're unbearable. They're miserable. They have attitudes. They're dysfunctional. They're toxic. They're abusive. They're no better, right, than men. They're no better. I'm not saying sometimes they're not worse, but they're no better than men.
Fucking minds. Women are crazy me because you're like, well, I just think that we should all just be nice and the crystals and the blah, blah. And to me, all I hear is crazy, cuckoo, crazy, insane.
Are you a religious? Are you a religious person?
Asylum.
Are you okay? Are you one of the born again Christian types?
No, that's not. That's evangelical.
But do you read the Bible?
Yes.
Yes.
And are you straight on the narrow path with the Bible? Like you don't go off your path,
Orthodox Christian,
right?
But all of us will fall short.
When you're talking about the way, you're gonna.
But I'm not a lunatic.
It's
is
built,
the difference.
It's
I don't
built
act like a
into the way
crazy
that you're going to move off of it.
I try not to be into the Reiki or the sound healing too much. I used to be a Mormon, and I used to be manic
that's a crazy cult
about the
too.
religion.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
a
like,
cult.
but I feel like the Christians are also brainwashed, and they're also manic too.
Well, it depends on the
and
sect.
not balanced people.
Look, there are sects of Christianity that are crazy.
And you guys did mention the devil worshiping.
Yeah,
you're not educated about Reiki and sound healing. You haven't lived that life.
I have a very close family member.
But have you been a Reiki practitioner? Have you been a sound healer?
No, because
you can't say that I'm a devil.
You can't make commentary on serial
stuff.
killers if you're not a serial killer.
Yeah,
it makes no sense though.
Can you let us know what exactly is demonic? Because I'm interested.
Anytime you're using magic,
the Bible says.
Yeah, but you've been brainwashed.
You have been brainwashed by the religion and the Bible.
I can make a secular
I'm an ordained minister.
No, you're not. There's no such thing as a female minister. That doesn't exist. That's heresy. That is heresy. I'm an Orthodox Christian. We've been practicing the same way for 2,000 years.
I can tell you're a very closed-minded woman.
I'm a very rational and educated and intelligent woman, which is how I know that you're crazy and full of shit. And what I'm telling you is this show, I want to get back to my point, which is this show does a very
the emotional
important
abuse starts. I'm crazy and I'm full of shit.
You are crazy.
That's absolute emotional abuse.
That's not abuse.
It is.
Seriously, this is the thing. You're weak as shit. You're weak as shit.
It hurts me. I'm bringing you back to reality.
It triggers me. I've been called crazy.
Let me finish and then you can respond.
Your point, and I promise I'll let you respond.
I think this show provides a really important service by bringing this stuff to the forefront, because it's like there's a lot of people out there that don't realize that men deal with this all the time and that this is what's out there in the dating.
Wait. And it's funny that here's this woman, right? Supposedly got with 3 terrible men, bipolar and all abusive. We don't talk about potentially, I don't know, maybe she triggered the man, right? Maybe she triggered the man to be bipolar. I don't know. But I can see being with this woman, it would be miserable. Would be a miserable life. So
what's out there in the dating market. Okay. And it gives me an opportunity to say to women like you, and this is not out of hatred. This is what I would do with my daughters if they were behaving this way. I would be like, I'm going to bring you back to reality, okay? You're acting crazy. Reiki is bullshit. All this new age crystal worshiping nonsense is demonic. It is at best, it's bullshit that doesn't do anything. And at worst, you might be using magic or contacting entities that you don't really know what they are in front of millions of people. Okay. And then you come back for more and just say, well, you know, my energy was off, but also I was faking, but I wasn't. And it's like, we can see that you are a logical contradiction machine and you live in la la land. And I'm trying to bring you back to reality and go, hey, your Reiki is not healing anything. The crystals are not fixing you. You need somebody to bring you back to reality where you can like take accountability for your behavior and change that. And then your life will get better and then you will heal.
Well, I don't need to take advice from you, first of all. You don't have any say in what I do in my life, and you shouldn't really care about what I'm doing, to be honest. You should just worry about yourself. I think that's the problem with all of the people that are so religious.
But you don't take that advice.
You feel your way is the only way.
You're here
are you
going to
let me speak? You spoke.
You're giving Brian advice. Okay, you're telling everyone else what's wrong with them and that their energy is wrong. That was last month. I'm a new person.
I'm not the one name calling already. You're the one who looks really bad in front of all of these people. Have I called you a name? You just called me crazy, and what was the other name?
A lunatic.
A lunatic.
Well, that's a set of conditionals.
So that wasn't very Christian-like.
Those are
you claim to be a Christian.
Yes,
would a Christian do that? Would Jesus do that?
Yes.
No, Jesus would not call me a crazy lunatic.
No.
Would
Jesus
be
worshiping demons?
If you were worshiping demons, Jesus would say,
I'm not worshiping demons. I don't worship my crystals.
And even if you don't,
and I don't worship demons. Are you even educated?
Completely false
Just
challenge.
glad.
I'll take the Pepsi challenge here. Patients all over the United States. How many hospitals do you think actually employ Reiki?
Quite a few hospitals. We can Google it. Who has a phone?
Well, before we Google it, what percentage would you say?
I don't know the percentage.
Would you say it's high or very low?
I think it's average. It's a healing modality. It's like a form of meditation. 30%? It's a relaxation modality. It's very helpful.
Well,
it's not devil worshiping or any of those things that the religious people say.
Do you put all guided meditation in the category of Reiki?
What do you mean?
Like, is there guided meditation which could be outside the category of it being Reiki?
It's something different than guided meditation.
Okay, so then if the hospital is just employing people who utilize guided meditation, that does not go in the Reiki category, right?
Right.
Now, can you tell me how many hospitals employ prayer? A lot more than hospitals that employ Reiki.
But
all of them have a chaplain.
There are different types of prayer, though.
If it's validation through practice, then our practice is the most validated.
Well, that's how you feel, but the Hindus feel chanting.
That was your argument.
Chanting is just a different form of prayer.
Hang on, back up. Your argument was my practice is validated because it's...
ChatGPT says about 15%, right? About 15% of U.S. hospitals by, I think, late 2000s, offer patients Reiki or similar healing energy services. The fuck the hospitals, like, are you kidding me? It's like, are you kidding me? Yes, but, and like, are these legit hospitals? They're offering you Reiki or similar energy healing services? Unbelievable. It's like, seriously. Unbelievable. That's some crazy ass shit right there.
It's practiced in hospitals.
I didn't say it's validated.
If it's validated due to that, then if we utilize the same theory for prayer.
But I mean, it is a small percent, 15%. I mean, it's not extremely small. I thought it was going to be 1%, right? I thought it would be 1%. 15% is small, but yet it's surprisingly large, right? There's something wrong. If hospitals are providing you Reiki services, I'm like, what the?
And my practice is much more valid.
Conditions that go within these Catholic or Christian churches that can also be argued and be said, it can be deemed as voodoo magic or whatever. It's just not because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's they're entirely different. They're kind of just, I believe they all...
Minor Catholic moral principle you actually disagree with, single one.
Catholic moral principle? Let me think. Well, I'm not like very Catholic anymore.
I know, but that's not what I'm asking. I'm not asking
a moral
whether or not
principle
you're a
I disagree with?
Yes, a Catholic moral principle which you think is incorrect. Or is bad for society or is unhealthy for society.
Maybe having people believe, like in Catholicism, for example, you will go into heaven if you take Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior before you die.
These aren't employments of moral principles for how to behave. That's what I'm after.
Well, I mean, it's just saying what are the 7 deadly sins. I guess I don't have anything wrong with that.
That's not saying what are the 7 deadly sins.
What moral stuff are you talking about?
I'm asking you for an example of any moral principle which Catholics would apply to the world that would make the world worse if people followed them.
Maybe believing. I think, there's a lot of stuff that people argue when they go against. Right now, it's Pride Month.
What? There's a resort that gives you back your V card? People are stupid. Like, seriously, they can't unbreak your hymen. What the fuck is that? They can't unbreak your hymen, right? That's not how it works.
So it's like a lot of people can argue and be like, oh, well, that's a sin. Being gay is a sin. Yeah, I think that's a good one.
So how is less gays going to make the world worse?
No, I just think it's wrong if Catholics use...
Let's be honest. I think less gays will make the world better, right? I'm going to be honest. Less alphabet people, gay, lesbians, trans, stupid, lunatics, whatever, would be better for the world. It's like, you want to be in a bit effeminate man, okay, but you're gay? Yeah, we don't really need that.
Finish my point.
Well, hang on, but you're actually strawmanning the position for what I asked you.
Okay, go ahead.
So I want to be specific about this. What I'm looking for is a principle that you can point to, a moral principle that a Catholic would follow, that if everybody employed those in the world, it's going to make the world worse.
Yeah, I think the gay one is a good example.
Okay, so then how is less people being gay going to make the world worse, or practicing homosexuality going to make the world worse?
I don't think it's less people being gay. I think it's the idea of being gay is a sin. Everyone should follow the path of being a heterosexual. I think that's what's dangerous because you're...
How is it? I mean, you're literally reproducing, right? Let's say hypothetically, a world all gay, right? All gay. All men in the world are gay. We would die out in one generation, right? So literally, it would be a absolute hellish thing, right? It would be terrible for more gayness, right? It's terrible completely, absolutely, for people being gay. So really, no.
Telling everybody you can't be gay. Okay, well, gay people, what happens when gay people aren't supported, when they're not supported by society?
Hang on, I understand the argument.
That is dangerous.
Yep, I get it. I understand the argument. Now let me rephrase one other time with a follow-up question. Can you name one of these principles that, if applied to society, you would disagree with that doesn't have anything to do with degeneracy?
Like what, for example?
Sexual sin, degeneracy, things like this.
Like if they were applied to society, what are you talking about? I think that's all this is an example.
What I'm saying is that
don't be promiscuous.
I believe that you're only...
Be modest.
What I'm saying is I believe that your only objections to Catholic principles would be that they reduce degeneracy.
Yeah.
That's it. And so I don't think you can...
Hang on, then you're labeling things that don't have to be degenerate as degenerate.
I understand that you think that. I get it. So what I'm asking is for a single example of this application in society that Catholics would employ that actually wouldn't just be your objection is, wait, that's limiting some sort of degeneracy. Do you have any examples like that?
I have an example.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm actually not that educated in Catholicism, but with Christianity, I think that a major issue with it is that when a lot of people practice it, they think that they can commit sin and then just pray to God for forgiveness. And I feel like there's little accountability actually held within the religion itself.
That is true.
So a lot of people go off and then they view like all sin as the same. Yeah. Whereas being like immodest is not the same as like actually have a rape.
And then you guys are all about taking accountability.
Can't do like 10 of you on
me first.
So hang on. Back to this. Let me just respond very quickly.
I'm talking about like the practice, not the actual.
I want to show you why that's actually an illogical proposition.
But you guys are all about taking accountability. So what about when
we have something called confession?
Yeah, take.
Confessing all your sins.
Thanks.
We're gonna get there. You gotta hold on.
Can I just answer her question? Mm-hmm. Right, the proposition's reversed. So let's just reverse it. What is there preventing somebody who wants to engage in sin, who doesn't believe in God, from doing that and then taking accountability?
Not doesn't believe in God, but maybe doesn't believe in Jesus Christ.
Just doesn't believe in God, though, is my question.
You're just an atheist.
Atheists can still take accountability.
It depends on how you define atheist. I think
doesn't believe in any God.
I think a lot of people. I think there's very few people who don't believe in a higher power.
Okay, so but all of the people who do not believe in a God, well, I don't understand. What's their great accountability?
There isn't. But that's
exactly.
That's not the topic at hand. There's so many people that aren't Christian.
Because all you're saying is there's an accountability structure that's built in that some people don't follow. It's like fair. That's a fair criticism.
But you guys
have no accountability structure at all.
You just go, everything's fine,
and then go, but what about those people over there? They have accountability.
Technically, right? Technically, their accountability structure is God, right? Going to hell, right? Your accountability structure is God. You will go to hell for your actions. That is your accountability. Now, for atheists, your accountability is whatever you think, right? It's you. You are your own God. So you hold yourself accountable. So, yeah. Again, I was getting what Andrew was saying, right? But this is a thing where this is the human mind, the human behavior. No one is holding humans, right, accountable necessarily. Okay? So it's not necessarily a slight against Christians. It's just humans. We are like that, right? Humans are like that in general.
Some of them don't follow it.
Yeah, we're like, hey, there should be limits on what behavior is acceptable. And
I
you're like,
understand
yeah,
you're
but
not.
you fall short.
I'm critiquing the position. Not saying you're an atheist.
Somebody else, a Christian can be a terrible person as well, but just because they follow that set of rules, that whatever it says in the Bible, doesn't make them a good person.
That's not the argument.
Well, hang on. Actually,
so
why
what
not?
is the argument? Because I'm a bit confused.
Well, actually,
now.
I'm confused. What biblical principles would a person be following? Like actually following, where you would say they were a bad person?
Yeah.
That actually confuses me.
Well, what if they're a cheater? What if they're
That's
a
not
liar?
following
That's not
biblical
following
principles,
lustful.
then.
Those things all violate
They all violate
the rules.
So
Christian
then,
ethics.
what are the principles exactly?
Christian ethics would be following the teachings and the beliefs of Jesus
So
Christ.
that's okay as long as you're following the teachings of the Bible. It's okay to be lustful. It's okay to be a liar.
No, the Bible teaches you can't do
You
those
guys
things.
keep retracting, and I don't understand what you're saying.
What are we
the Bible
retracting?
says you can't do those things. So if you're following it, you won't do those things.
Right.
Now, if you
an atheist can also have a good moral compass as well.
From where?
Just being a good person,
What does
having
that mean?
how do you
experience.
know what
Don't-
makes you a good
How
person?
do you know what makes you good?
Through experience.
The golden rule.
Wait, the golden rule. What are we taught in
We're all built.
elementary
Do you know where the
school?
golden rule comes from?
What are we taught in
reap what you
elementary
sow.
school?
We're all
By Christians.
What do you mean by
you're
Christian?
borrowing Christian
your
ethics.
whole-
So
Your
being
whole-
safe,
hang on,
respectful, and responsible, that
Your
is only
whole-
Christians can do
no,
that,
no,
not
I'm saying
even
your whole-
atheists?
Your
Is that what
whole
you're
moral
saying?
paradigm is informed by Christian ethics. There's no getting
But
away
it's really
from
universal
You
law.
take the ethics
It's even higher.
and
Who's
then
universal
reject
law?
the religion.
It's the law of vibration. So it's you get what you give. It's the same thing. It's mathematics.
You mean
It's like
karma?
You don't get what
not
you give,
necessarily,
though.
but kind of.
That's not
I believe
true,
in
though.
karma.
You don't get what you
get.
want. You get what you are.
Well, they do.
Did Bill Gates get what he gave?
There's a belief I would like to say.
How?
Everybody does.
How
You
does
can't
Bill
escape
Gates
it.
get what he gave?
We're all held accountable.
There-
What are you talking about? It's crazy.
There is something I learned. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
I already
There's
need a
something
cigarette.
called reincarnation. You know, they say you have past lives, and the
Are you kidding me? Stop with your bullshit.
way you
Crazy
were.
speak.
I know. I'm just saying what I've been told. We're kind of living out our karma.
Well, energy
No,
can't be
from-
created nor
from
destroyed.
our
That's
past
a weird
lives.
thing.
How does that make sense? You said it kind of makes sense.
It
Tell me how
does.
it makes sense.
If you did some really bad things in a past life, you'll get your karma back in this life. I do know if
How could you ever? Now wait a minute.
I mean, this is just
that's
this is just an idea.
unfalsifiable
You are
claim,
going to
though.
inherit. Like
is the true way either. Do you guys believe that that's the only true religion on earth?
Yes, of course.
I disagree with that. 100%.
I know you disagree. We've already made that clear.
You know,
but-
the
That's why you're
Hindus.
going
The
to hell.
Hindus believe that their way is the true way. That was very.
Hold
That
on.
was rude. The
Hold
way
on.
you
Can
just talked
Can you
to
ask her?
And
Can-
her
Whoa,
saying
whoa,
that
whoa,
to me
whoa.
was-
I just want to call it out. Hey, that doesn't make me feel good seeing you
Hold
talking.
on.
To, well,
She's slinging dirt, and you're going to criticize
right.
Rachel
I am.
Oh, yeah, I'm slinging
I'm
dirt.
taking her side. Absolutely.
Rachel didn't even sling dirt back.
Because
What?
It's because it's been on
yes,
my mind.
Because she has
I
come
wanted to
across
know.
this-
Where are
Is
the
it the
wedding
tone?
rings? Where
Is
are
it
the way
Rachel's
the way
tone?
she's
Father's
treated
Day?
Is
the
it
wedding
Rachel's
now
tone?
is right. Yes.
It's because it's
I'll
their
be
not
honest.
his.
I have kids with her. What do you mean?
I'm
What
on
are you
where-
talking
where are
about?
they?
There's
They're
two
at
at home. What do you mean?
Not with you for Father's Day.
You're not with your father
Yeah,
right
on
now.
Father's Day.
This morning.
What does it matter if we celebrate Father's Day
Because you guys
today
are
or
like
before we leave?
family, the father
Yeah.
figure, mother figure. because
Yes.
You guys are so hypocritical.
What's
How?
the
Yeah.
hypocrisy?
But tell
You
us
got
about
3
it.
baby daddies.
No, I don't. First of all, what do you
How
think?
many?
What's a baby
what,
daddy?
What baby daddy? What number is he?
Is-
number 2 or
hang on.
3?
The third
or
guy
4?
I've been with ever.
Okay, so
How many
then-
men have you been with?
I've only ever had one boyfriend.
How many men have you been
Yeah, but
with?
how
That's
many
a
have you
lie.
fucked?
How many have I fucked?
Yeah.
That's none of your business.
More
Why
than
does it
three?
matter?
More than three?
Why does that matter?
More than, well, I'm just wondering how many
Because I'm
potential
not gonna-
baby daddies you would have.
The only difference between me and you is that I only did that with people I was trying to have a family with, and it failed 2 times, not due to my own fault. But
women are the.
I didn't
You just
just
said
run
bitches
around
are crazy.
banging.
You just said
They are
bitches are
crazy.
crazy.
And
I
they
don't
are.
believe that it wasn't your fault because you are so adamant that bitches are crazy.
Well,
Do you know
if
what
it wasn't-
averages are?
Well, first of all, if it wasn't wouldn't those guys be like coming out and like doing an expose on me? They're not. It's all good.
I'm sure maybe they have. We just haven't heard of it.
No.
They've had any of her guys come out.
You've had years for the evidence. Where is it, Bangs? Got some for us? No, just making shit up.
Maybe.
They don't low tier gotcha that everyone does that
because everybody knows that you have your 3 baby daddies.
Because it didn't work, it doesn't work, and it hasn't worked. I'm still a best-selling author. I'm still 10 times smarter
than me.
And you couldn't argue your way out of a paper bag, and you're going nowhere in life. You got a shit job, and you're on OnlyFans. You don't have anything I want. I am where you're trying to go.
By the way, I think. I think you're very smart. I think you're.
Women talk. It's like absolutely unbearable.
Beautiful. I really look up to you.
Oh my God, you're so amazing.
I think Rachel.
We haven't heard that one.
Andrew's her labubu on her bag.
I think Rachel's an emotional
got us
abuser.
again. Oh my God, you just figured it all out.
Wow,
Bangs.
she's got us, babe.
You're quite the detective.
We're exposed.
I don't know why you're a whore online when you could be a detective.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You could
really
go get it. You could go get a tweed suit and go solve fucking crimes. Be Bangs detective aid.
I think you guys get so mad every time I bring up her 3 baby daddies.
Nobody's mad. You're one of those idiots who says, "Oh my God, why are you crashing out? Why are you mad when I'm not mad?"
Out.
And you're the one who's crashing out.
I have a question.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead.
I want to know, did you get child support from all the dads?
No, she ran them dry.
Oh my God.
She ran them dry.
Because, I mean, it's kind of
seems like
a business model that some women...
Holy fuck, dude. Oh my God. How do you misclick that? You're banned from touching it the rest of the show. Fucking Butterfingers. Go ahead. What about you?
Okay. So I was just wondering if you did...
Or children, status for conversation in a debate.
Because
I wasn't debating. We're
all in a debate. Everything about it.
But the ages of your children or where your children are today.
Mental faculties
and you
for
have,
Reiki.
but what's the difference? I guess that's how she feels. She wants
to
ask
What's the difference?
I'm always trying to find what business models women are using.
All right. Check it out. Let's say that we're in a debate about the Constitution, right? You and I.
My business model.
And then I ask you about how many times.
Debate up.
Are you able to follow like logical?
That's like how's it relevant?
But you know what? I think you guys want to like deflect so you don't answer the questions.
No, I think that you guys
answer the questions then.
Okay, what question?
Whatever questions she
What's the
had.
question? Go ahead.
If she got child support.
I was just curious. I was just curious. You don't have to answer.
You don't have to.
Curious.
And nobody's going to.
Pass.
Don't.
So we agree that personal question
is bad is going to tell me.
No, I didn't say Christianity is bad. Don't put words that you don't represent Christianity.
Okay,
as
now
a whole.
Rachel gets to respond.
Okay, but she does interrupt more than me. By the way.
But she's going to finish her thing, and then you can
Did you guys go to
respond.
church?
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. People who are not Christians, you use this as a tactic. It's say something to make me feel good. And if you tell me a truth that makes me uncomfortable, you're not a real Christian because you made me feel bad. And that's also not logical, not rational, doesn't make sense. Just because I'm Christian doesn't mean everything I say to you is going to give you warm fuzzies. Christianity is about truth, not about this false positivity that you want. You want this false, fake, fluffy, like, just tell me things that make me feel good inside.
Following his example.
And Jesus called, and you can read the writings of the apostles and the early church fathers. They would say, walk up to them and hit them in the mouth, hit them in their heretical
They beat
mouth.
one with a cane. Second, just say baby daddies as many times as you want, so it's out of your.
And they are still together.
Okay.
They are still
So
together.
do you think it's unchristian for somebody to be a step parent?
No, it's because they're so like, be a good Christian. And then she has like multiple baby daddies. So it's like,
hold on.
What's the anti-Christian portion here?
So wait, is this
divorce?
Hold on. But so
I didn't divorce anyone though.
So you had sex before marriage. Got
yes,
it.
that's true. And that was wrong.
Christian.
Are you gonna let me respond? First
So
of all,
I can go. I go to church when I can, and I do confess. The last time I confessed was probably maybe like 2.
You just said that you don't believe.
Uncomfortable because I was raised that way.
So it's a costume? It's a costume for you?
No.
Do you believe it or not?
I don't know. That's something people can battle with their faith and still attend church and ask questions.
So it's okay for you to battle and struggle with your faith, but it wasn't okay for me to do that 25 years ago? Why not?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, that's what makes me upset.
Calling Hinduism
I'm not
demon
judgmental.
Guys, hold on.
You're literally judgmental. You're using baby daddy as as an insult. You're literally judging her. Whose picture in the back of the show?
World, you
hi.
What? This whole damn time. Give me a freaking minute.
Take
please.
a breath.
Hold on.
Now who's triggered?
Which picture? There's a doll here. I don't see a picture.
You guys need to let each other talk. So why don't you go for I'm going to time you. I
don't have much to say, but is that you guys like to act so holy and mighty and then come on here and judge others. But when the point is of Christianity or Catholicism is you are no one to judge. The only person that can judge is Jesus Christ, is God. You are not God. Why do you guys come here and play God and say, oh, well, you're a piece of shit because you do this and this and that. When you have sins as well, they can go to church tomorrow and go be forgiven. So why are
come on here and tell people that I'm holy and perfect? I've never said that.
I'm sure you act like it.
Wait, you gotta let her finish.
I went on the biggest podcast in the world and talked about where I had made mistakes in my youth. Now, my mistakes were not being a whore, being promiscuous,
girlfriend. You were not being a whore with your 3 baby daughters.
No,
come on.
Anai,
it's
you
not.
need to let her finish
it's not
speaking.
promiscuity to be in a.
This is the problem. You let these like, you're organic. What is up, my brother? You let these fucking stupid ass women on these shows. There were a reason why they were, I don't know, I guess kicked off or whatever.
Long-term committed relationship or be married. That's what I did.
Should she have aborted them?
I wasn't banging random dudes.
What?
I wasn't
Hang on. Say that.
promiscuous. Having abortions, doing careless, crazy shit like that is fine. But then when I'm in a long-term committed relationship or a marriage and have children with that person, you go, Rachel, you're a hypocrite and you're...
Divorce is in the Bible? I mean, again, here's the thing where she left her husbands because they were abusive, right? Physically abusive. That's what I've heard. So I've said this before. Being abusive or cheating should be a reason why you leave, right? I'm sorry. I don't give a shit what religion you are. Don't stay in a truly, truly toxic relationship. Don't stay. It don't make sense. Because a lot of times you stay, it will cost you your life, right? Don't stay with abusive partners. Don't stay with, honestly, partners that disrespect you, okay? To a high extreme.
You're the one who did something
Yeah, these women are horrific.
wrong. And it's like, just because I have a standard, you're like, well, I don't have a standard. I'll fuck anybody and I'll show everybody my tits
Who
for
said that I'll
$5.
fuck anyone? I'm clearly not fucking anyone.
No, but you show your tits to everyone.
Did not come on here
Do you
and say
show
I'm
people your
holy.
tits for $5?
Oh, I think he should. I would agree.
And I've never said I'm perfect.
Yeah.
Your body for money is wrong. Having sex on camera for money is wrong. Worshiping
and who said that?
demonic
Does
entities
it
is
say
wrong.
that in the Bible?
And
Does it say it in the Bible?
I want to
that
say
cannot
something.
It says that you
go
cannot do
sell a picture
prostitution.
of my boobs?
Yes,
Brian.
Jesus Christ was friends with prostitutes.
What
No, he
name?
wasn't.
What was the
Really not
prostitute's
Gordon.
name that he was friends
No,
with?
That's-
Because you
I
made it
don't
up.
know.
That's a
You're just
myth.
making shit up.
That's
like a brat, so I
annoyed.
kind of do it on purpose.
You're-
I get it. You know, Brian, letting these unbearable women on does get you the clicks. But me particularly, I can't stand watching this.
You're annoyed at daddy issues and you don't like being
I
told
do
no.
not.
Fans.
My dad loves me very
Does he love
much.
you being on OnlyFans?
It's not really his business. He can do
Does he
whatever I
know?
want. That's why I always say.
Does your dad know
Yes,
that
he
you're a
does know.
pornographic actress?
Yes, he does
and he
know.
likes
Pornographic
that? You think
actress?
that's
If her dad knows and he still loves her, he's a shitty dad. I'm sorry. If it was my daughter, that is disownment. I'm sorry. You do what you want to do. I'm not going to stop you, right? But I ain't going to be a part of it. That would be disownment. If my daughter, right, stooped to such a low that's selling herself, I'm good. I failed as a father, so I won't be your father, right? Because I know if that is the life you chose, then I failed as a father. So in turn, I won't be your father. I'm good. I'm done. We are no longer related. I'm sorry. I'm the type of I will be that. I'm the type of parent that, it would be hard. I'm not saying that it would be hard, but I would disown you. I'm sorry. That's it. Because it's like you're choosing to destroy yourself. You're choosing to do terrible things to yourself, and I won't be a part of it. Because if I'm like still loving you, still being in part of your life, I feel like I'm a part of that reason, right? I'm a part of this. I'm enabling these bad behaviors. Okay, just like if my son was a thief, was a murderer, was a whatever, right? If you do shitty stuff against what I believe is morally correct, right, to the extremes, right, the extreme ones, right, then if I still in a part of your life, I feel like I'm enabling you, right? So to me, I would disown you. That's just how it is. Yeah, one ex-husband. I thought it was both, but probably one.
doing your dad proud?
So
As a Catholic father, and you're selling pornography of yourself. You should be ashamed.
My parents are still married to this. I grew up. Look,
I'm not holy.
What if your kids are Christian? What if they grow up and they want to be whores as well?
Yeah.
That would be horribly disappointing, and I would be praying for their salvation, and I would be worried about them. Horrible. Why would you do that?
And then,
what are you thinking?
It's a problem if I date too much, and it's a problem if I don't date at all.
No,
Come on,
it's
Rachel.
a problem if you're being promiscuous, and it's a problem if you're being in porn.
Promiscuous. You're being promiscuous coming into it.
I looked up what pornography.
Okay,
everybody go topless.
You guys talking about sex. You don't think
do you
that's
know what promiscuity means? You don't know what that word means, do you?
Who cares?
What does promiscuous? Promiscuous means you have sex with whoever.
I don't have sex with whoever.
Indiscriminate about who you have
I don't have sex with whoever. So what makes me promiscuous?
Well, at least learn the word before you're going to use it.
Okay, so what makes me promiscuous since supposedly I have sex with them?
1,000%. I honestly, I do agree with that personally.
It's
I
not
would never
personal.
do that.
Yeah, it's
I
not-
would never
it's
do
not
that,
personal.
but
That's just
I have
a
friends
fact.
who do, and I don't really care. That doesn't affect them being my friend, and
That's very admirable.
like
So it's better to just not have any right or wrong, any sense of right or wrong.
I did.
Really? Santa Claus is the patron saint of what? Is that true?
Disagree. Like I have gone
No, I'm asking
to
this crystal wearing lady.
Oh, me.
So the more
Meaning,
Are you wearing crystals?
You're a crystal wearing lady.
But it's a demeaning comment. You know, you're an emotionally abusive woman as well.
no.
Okay, just so you know.
I don't care. Let me just get this out of the way. I don't care what your mental state
You
is.
obviously
how you
do
view
care.
me and what you think of me. No.
Well, I
what
just need to
I'm
let you know
asking you
that's
a
how I
question.
feel.
I'm only interested in the
Wait on
debate.
this.
I'm not interested in your personal
just
feelings
so you
about
know,
me.
you're not. If you think that, do you feel like there's an inferiority thing going on here? Do you feel
I'm
you're?
not
Do
interested
you
in
feel
the
you're?
psychology
No.
session.
Do you feel that
This
you're
is not one of your
inferior?
therapy
Do you
feel that I want you to answer my logical question?
I just want you to know you're not inferior.
Thanks. Good to know. Anyways, back to this.
I mean, I'm sorry, you're not superior.
Okay, thank you. To be less willing to put restrictions on morality. So you think the less rules, the less we say something is right or wrong, the better it is?
I want to. Well, what I noticed is I was Christian for many years, and you know, Christians believe in.
I thought you said you were a Mormon. Is that the same thing? I don't think that's the same thing. Because I thought you said you were a Mormon.
Total
Abstinence
non-answer.
before
Yeah.
marriage.
Total
You're
non-answer.
not answering the question.
Well,
Do you
I'm
think
getting
it's
the
better,
I'm going
yes or
around
no?
about
Do you
to
think
it.
it's better to have less restrictions on what we determine is right or wrong morally?
Less restrictions on
Yes.
it.
Do you think it's just
Give me
better?
an example.
So, like, would you say, oh, we shouldn't judge? That means what's right for you is right for you, and
Correct.
it's subjective, and whatever you want to do is
right.
fine. So, how do we know when somebody is doing wrong?
Right.
I think we have to have our own moral compass.
Then how can you tell me when
But-
I'm wrong?
Because
if you have your own moral compass and I have my own
well,
moral
you're
compass,
affecting
how
me.
can you tell
well,
me?
your actions are affecting
Oh,
me.
your
just so you
my
know.
actions
So your actions.
affect
The
you.
way you talk
Could
to
it-
me
could
does.
it be that your actions affect me too?
Absolutely.
Is that objective?
But I
Is
don't.
that objective?
But I don't.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
Is that, I understand how that could be
So-
offensive too, but I'm actually.
Is that objective?
I'm trying to open up your mind because you're obviously so
I'm trying to have a
closed-minded.
rational discussion with you.
Right.
I don't care about your psychological interpretations. I don't care
Right.
about your feelings. What I want to know is how do we, from a societal perspective, understand when somebody is doing something wrong? Because you know we have to have laws.
Right.
We have to be able to arrest people for doing something wrong or bad that violates the law. How do we know when someone's doing something wrong or bad if we just say, well, you get to decide and she gets to, we all have our own
Well,
moral
obviously,
compass?
yeah, we do have
so
laws.
is there objective morality or not?
There is. Of
Okay,
course.
give me an
What is it?
example of something that would be objectively morally wrong.
Well, murder.
Oh, well, but murder just means
know,
unjustified
right.
taking of life.
Right.
Who determines what's justified? You?
I understand.
So what makes it
right.
objective?
I
Does
don't.
anybody else
Hang
have
on.
a
Let her
popsicle?
answer. Let her answer.
Anybody
I would love a popsicle.
What? What?
Banks?
What makes it objective? What?
Alina?
I guess I was just trying to make a point. I don't care what she's doing so much.
Because
Why do you care what I'm doing?
If you answer the question
'Cause
you
you
were
said it
asked, we'll
affects
find
you.
out, right?
Right, because you started judging me first.
So?
So I'm not going to keep getting kicked in the knee over and over
Do you-
again.
do you judge-
I'm going to stand up. Right.
This is
how
what
do
the
we
test of
figure that
debate
out?
is, right?
Right, that's debate.
How do we figure out who's wrong?
Right, but when it gets to the point of you know, demeaning people,
Should I demean someone
can't
who
you-
abuses children?
why can't you? No, you should
I
not.
shouldn't demean someone who abuses
You
children?
shouldn't demean anybody.
Oh, so if
can we
somebody...
demean Jeffrey Dahmer?
I mean, what's the purpose of demeaning people?
So you
just mind your own business.
Is demeaning
So if someone...
Just mind your own business.
If someone is
People are
abusing someone
I mean, if
sexually,
you're
I
watching,
should mind my
well,
own business?
what I mean is, like,
Just-
if you're a part of it, if you're seeing it, of course you
You're
have
way
to do
out of
something.
line here. How could you demean Jeffrey Dahmer,
You
Rachel?
would be good right now. The way you're talking to me, doesn't
I
she?
do think I'm having a good hair day
Doesn't all
today.
of me as a crazy person? You're actually
that's you.
projecting.
No.
Absolutely not. You're projecting.
Chat,
You obviously.
Maybe you guys can let her know who you think is the crazy person.
totally
What
delusional.
is she actually doing that's crazy?
Yeah.
Just the way she
all
talks
crazy.
to. Just
It's
the way
my
she
tone,
talks.
isn't it?
Just the vibe?
It's
Is it my tone?
It's her superiority complex.
Oh.
She has a really big one.
I wouldn't say
She's not.
crazy. I think I come here, travel from Texas,
Right.
to come and talk to these types of people. I wouldn't say she's crazy. I think like what she does is unique. You
Very
know?
pedestal.
Do
I mean,
I?
absolutely.
put themselves on a pedestal.
I said only you guys
came in
to be
here.
empowered.
I came in here with good vibes,
I
and
didn't
then
say that.
No,
good
you
feelings
should be
towards you.
empowered, but not me.
When I came in here, I had good feelings.
That's because I'm
towards
challenging your bullshit, and I'm proving and demonstrating to the whole world
and
that
I'm
it's bullshit.
challenging your bullshit.
What?
You can't
Your
logically
worship.
refute
Do you know
a thing I
Jesus?
said.
Jesus wants to be left alone. Do you know that?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to look at you in the eyes and
told
tell
me
you,
more.
Jesus really wants everyone to leave him alone.
Did your ex-husband who you contacted want you to leave him alone?
My subconscious, I did that.
Fact.
Absolutely.
Like, you can get hypnosis covered.
Really?
by
You're going to
health
defend
insurance.
her
deep under,
contacting
too.
Jesus? You think Jesus and the dead husband are talking to her and that I'm the one who's irrational?
You guys-
I'm not saying that, but calling hypnosis crazy is insane because it's you can
It
literally
is
get it covered
crazy.
by
No,
health
it's
insurance.
demon possession.
It's not. It's not demons.
I
I've
can-
been
It's
so
biblical.
I've been
Nothing's structured right
Look
now.
up Dolores
I've been
Cannon.
so enlightened
Yelling,
by hypnosis,
including me.
I really have been.
Did you look up
Hold on.
Dolores Cannon with
Stop.
the
Dolores
superconscious?
Cannon.
That shit's crazy.
Stop. I need to do a couple adjustments here. Desiree, I need you to scoot your microphone over.
You help the people
Okay.
anyway.
Would you say you are narrow-minded?
No.
No. But you're not very willing to try new things, and you think
No,
you're
it's just that
only-
I've investigated.
Just talk,
It's
please.
bad. I've
I just want to talk because
investigated.
I'm going to leave in a bit.
It's
I
that
want
I've
to go.
invest-
That you
That's not what you
said.
said
I do
earlier.
like that you said you're not willing
I
to
said
try
I
new
spent it
things.
earlier
I
with
didn't say
him, and I
that.
wasn't
No,
really trying
she
to be
said
here the
that.
whole
She
time.
said that you're not
Anyways,
willing to
it's
try new
Father's Day.
No,
things.
no, what I'm
because
saying
they're
is-
on the straight and people.
And
Because
that's
of
why I
that.
asked them.
Ton of
They're
studies.
not brave. They're narrow-minded.
They're
They
very
think they're only
narrow-minded.
their
Okay,
way,
hold on a second.
and their
You're
thinking
going to
is
tell
the
me that
correct
this
way.
man who actually rescued me from armed intruders in a home invasion is not brave, but you know what bravery is.
No, that is brave, but I'm asking. That's why I switched it to. Are you narrow-minded?
Here's
You
what
said
it is,
no.
you guys. I'll answer your question.
No, that's not narrow. Me
We're not
investigating
stupid.
positions
Yeah, we can
and finding out that they're not
logically
true is not
deduce.
narrow-mindedness.
Yes.
I know, but we
If they're open-minded, they'll do a
Yeah, you guys
hypnosis
don't seem
session.
very open-minded. You guys are just like,
Would
you're
you
wrong,
guys
you're
do a
wrong, you're wrong.
hypnosis?
But
Rosendahl,
unfortunately,
Aldrich, and
it is my
Haddonworth.
time to go now, everybody. Okay. Bye-bye. Nice getting to
Red hypnosis.
Studies.
I just wanted to make
So why did you agree to come on the show?
because
Do you have to leave?
Yeah.
Stay longer. Just
to get me here, so that's also another reason why I have to go.
So I didn't lie?
Yes, you did. And then
I
also the
didn't-
vibes
there
were
was
really
no-
bad when we first got here. There was a lot of.
I do understand not wanting to
But
be.
that's not why I'm leaving. I actually do want to spend more time with my dad. So.
Aw.
And
I'll spend more time
brainwashed
with
and
Tommy.
saying that they're acting like they know what's right and everyone else is wrong. But you're kind of doing the same thing. How do you know that your subconscious is correct, that what you believe is correct? How do you know that? How do you know that someone else is brainwashed but you're not? What tells you that?
Because I've experienced what they've already been, what they're going through now. I've already experienced it. It's
Have you
life,
ever been
life experience.
Have you ever been an Orthodox?
Yeah, I think bald eagles are endangered.
Christian?
I've explored many.
you don't even know
Christian
what it is.
religions. I've explored,
You don't even know what
I've
it is.
explored much Christianity.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
but you have to admit though, no two
Thank you so
experiences
much.
are exactly the same, right?
Right.
So you can't know what we've experienced. That's ridiculous.
I know when I was a Christian, and if you look into
That's your
it,
experience,
right?
though.
My experience is it's very closed-minded. You stick on one
Yeah, but
path. You don't
see-
open your mind.
but do
That's
you
what
see
they
the-
want you to
but
do.
do you see the
So you don't
contradiction?
leave the religion.
But do you see the contradiction? The contradiction is when you say, yeah, I understand that no two experiences are identical.
Right.
But then based on this experience that I had, it must be true for you as well.
Right.
That makes no sense.
Contradiction machine.
I understand what you're saying, but all I'm saying is when you're engrossed in one religion, you are a closed-minded
So
person.
it's better when you believe in all the religions?
I believe you should take truths from the good religions.
How do you know what
But
they're
Christians do
true?
that.
With
No,
with
wait.
Buddhism,
How does she know what's true? You don't believe in objective truth.
we all have that intuition. We're all born with it.
What
So-
intuition?
Yeah.
Our intuition that we were given.
Well, you can pick up
Yeah,
patterns that repeat.
But
in all the
people
different
have bad
traditions.
intuitions, which aren't true.
Right. Well,
So then how do you know?
I'm going by my intuition. I'm a good person. I do
Is
good in the
everything you
world.
intuit true?
I know that.
Is everything you intuit true?
Yes.
What?
Everything.
Well, sometimes
yes.
the PTSD.
Well, you picked three men, or what? You picked three men that really didn't give you good results. So your intuition failed.
takes over.
Wait. How could everything you intuit be true?
It's my intuition. I
But-
really dive deep
But what
into
makes it true?
Because I say it's true.
Okay, so
It's my intuition. You can't dive into my intuition. I can't dive
so
into
you don't
yours.
have any intuitions which
I
aren't true.
respect your path. You're on a spiritual path.
Clearly not. You just
I no,
insulted
I
it.
do. I'm really sad for you guys that you're explore other things
Like
that could help
fucking
you
drink
grow.
peyote in the Amazon
defense, they don't
rainforest,
need
or-
anything else.
Yeah.
You.
Christianity-
And we're not as good of people as you. While you call us manic hypocrites.
Christianity is a spiritual path, but it is not the only way.
You just sat here and said you're a good
Christianity.
My time.
Are
So,
there
back
many
to this.
spiritual paths?
Silence.
She's a
Silence
minister.
you. Hold on. Be quiet for a sec.
We receive revelation.
Pull up Twitch. Guys, if you're watching on Twitch, it's been 8 minutes since we last had the Prime sub. I believe it's bugged.
Revelation
I
from
think pull up Instagram, and also we're casting women. DM on Instagram. But
I'll follow.
You're boring.
Isn't it the same as
grinding.
everyone though? Is
Guys,
it the same?
I have the whatever Instagram, and then I have Brian
What's the
Atlas X.
difference? Like what's
Well,
from across the way, and I look up, and all of a sudden he comes running to me, and I'm going, "Oh my God, it's a chubby chaser! Get ready for it."
Man.
Where did you see this? I'm in a focus group down in downtown LA, and there's 10 people around. And the kid straight across
You
from
got
me.
to speak into the mic. You got to speak.
The
into
kid straight across from me is just staring at me. He said, "Did you do a podcast?" And I go, "Yeah."
Well, we have like 14,000 people watching. I think,
I had
right now.
no. I'm going through
Plus the
Jack
Crucible.
in the Box. And the kid behind the counter flips out. He goes,
famous.
"You
You're famous.
were on this show." And I go, "What part did he, where did he show this? Where'd you see it?"
Yeah, me and you went viral on TikTok.
I had no idea, right? The kid, every time I've been invested for the last 10 years, I backed Eric early. And what you don't know is that it is literally organized crime when it comes to us. The liberals will all dox you, especially because I'm in Burbank,
I
around
believe
Hollywood.
that. It was like that in Michigan with Detroit.
2020, truly. Mike Lindell was the one that I buddied with.
Fun.
Well, flame.
You were testing
talked to him
the
like every day.
you were testing the pillows in a little bit of a different way.
It was
Friend.
Monica.
No, just kidding
to answer
about
for a lot
that.
of
But we were in
things.
communication because we both had the same passion. You know, he loved Trump, I loved Trump. We're, going
We
at
both love
it.
mini cardboard cutout Trump.
Hello, we love it all. And the thing is I put him in
Like
the
getting
corner.
head, like giving head. I mean, it's
No.
What?
No.
Where did that
She said she slept with Lindell last time she was on.
I did not say that. I did not say
I'm
that.
like 100% sure that you said that.
Date anybody, so I frumped myself down on purpose. Like I wore like baggy mom jeans, and that'll chase him away, right?
did
I
you
was like,
think?
I hope he likes me for my personality, but then he did.
What did you think of that, Andrew?
I don't remember.
He didn't
Shit was
care.
forever ago.
He didn't care.
She tells me this story all the time, and I'm like, I don't fucking remember this. Who the fuck remembers all this shit?
It was your feminine energy.
It's sentimental.
You're radiant.
Yeah, it's sentimental for her.
You don't
and
care.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh my
So
god!
it
I
doesn't
remember
mean
the
nothing
first
to
time
me.
I saw him. It was like, you guys are too young, but some of you guys will remember. I was like, oh, like
You looked
really-
better.
I tried to be really impressive. He must have been kind of impressed because he called me the next.
You're talking about
next
shit
time.
that happened so long ago. Like, I don't remember
Does she remember?
forever ago. You're talking about, what, almost fucking like,
DM'd him on MySpace.
Oh my god, I remember my whenever we had a design.
Like, oh, he's kind of cute. So I was like, hey, you play guitar? And he was like, yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. And then we started talking about politics.
So you
'cause we
guys
were-
technically met online on the MySpace?
Technically.
Like you didn't meet,
and that's
like,
why when
in
I was
life?
about to meet him in person, I was like,
Somebody back then on MySpace too, and we're still friends. To
But
this
back
day.
then, it
Weird.
was like meeting somebody from the internet. It was like,
Right.
oh my god, they're gonna cut your head off and
Taboo.
put it in their.
It was a good mom.
And the next time I went on a date with him, we took my car, and my car
remember-
died.
well, I
it was
remember-
so embarrassing.
For that.
Oh.
Did
don't
you have
remember
no
what she looked
kids?
like on
So
your
you
date?
Well,
had kids,
look,
but you
I
had no
mean-
kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember the things that were important, right?
I had a working mom who gave us like SpaghettiOs and Pepsi, so I never learned how to
Anything.
cook anything. But when we got together, he told me, he was like, look, it's really
Kenny Mag. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Am I on the right channel? Whatever channel you're talking about. But what's up? What is up, Mag?
important to
I might switch to something else. This is getting kind of I don't know. I thought it was chaotic. It was way too chaotic. And it's not really that interesting because the women on here are very low IQ. So you don't really get interesting back and forth.
me, like, I want a wife that can cook and cook food that I like. And I was like, okay. So I immediately started learning. And now I'm pretty good, huh?
What's your best
You think I'm
dish?
pretty good now?
What'd you say?
I think my best dish is either my steak with homemade fries or my lasagna. But what do you think?
Zyrax, what is up, my sister? What is up? I had a decent Father's Day. I mean, you should check out my my YouTube short I put on, right? I had it with my daughter. Went out, ate with my daughter, had a talk, hang out with her. Hope your husband what did your husband do for Father's Day? What do you guys do for Father's Day?
Lasagna.
The lasagna. And he loves my cheesecake.
Ooh, you make cheesecake. That one's hard.
I have a really good
She
cheesecake.
makes everything.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
You guys are really cute. That's what I think is so important. Is just that there is
Well,
this
I mean, but that's
compatibility
not
and cohesiveness.
That's not even in question. Like, I adore my wife. I always
Well,
have.
yeah, of course. I'm just saying you're so stoic, and she's like so bubbly about talking about you, and you're just so like, yeah.
Well, man and woman.
It's like they call me Rachel Will Simp because I'm always, wow, look at his jawline.
charm. Third time was a charm for you.
If I had
That's
known,
encouraging.
I would have never bothered with anyone else.
Right.
But I grew up in like rural Michigan where there's not a lot to choose from, you know.
Besides that, like, there's no reason to act like I had plenty of women that I dated before that, and I didn't like any of them. So,
True. So once you
it's not
found one
like
you liked.
it's not like
Jeremiah, what is up? The back and forth between Andrew and Rachel is endearing. They truly love. Yes, this is a thing where I thought was a beautiful thing, right? Right on this channel we talk. I mean, like in the manosphere, we talk about it's not the best thing to be a stepfather, okay? But it doesn't mean that 100% that's true, right? That doesn't mean 100%. So this is why I hate when people always say, "Oh, the manosphere constantly say, oh, don't be a stepfather." It's just a balance of probability, right? The manosphere is not necessarily telling you don't be a stepfather. The manosphere, Redpill, is telling you know these red flags, right? Know these red flags. Now, if she doesn't have these red flags and she's a mom, she's a single mother, you're great, right? But the thing is that we bring it to the forefront. You see these red flags, right? You see these red flags. If you see this in your girl, walk away. That's the thing. Okay. So we show you the mirror that what it could be like being with a single mother. All right. Now, if you see it, you walk away. But if she's like the 1% out of all these other people, that's amazing. You change, whatever. No, I mean, Rachel's very endearing, right? She's very loving to Andrew. Went camping, swimming, picnic. Damn, you guys had a great day.
Like everybody doesn't have people that they date or they're with for long periods of time and they end up not fucking liking them. That's just common.
It is interesting, right? How you can care for the person and do so much together, but at the end of the day, you're just like, when it really gets down to it, like, I don't like you that much, or I don't respect you. My biggest thing is I always have found I have to be with men that I respect. If I don't respect them, their mindset, their...
Fucking Desiree New Leaf. There's some shit going on. I'm going to figure this out.
I did come back to Christ, I will say. I came back full circle to like, okay, I have spirituality and this and that and everything goes.
And you became a female minister, did you?
No. I was a church counselor for 15 years.
The phone is going away.
Cheers.
Cheers. Nice to meet you.
I'm sure they'll.
You're awful.
And you're awful.
No.
All right, quiet.
Des is simping.
We're doing a super chat.
Des is simping for Rachel right now. She changed her tune once the heat showed up, terrified and trying desperately to avoid disagreement.
Into the OnlyFans promotion game.
You do have an OnlyFans, you realize.
You are fucking retarded,
What?
Desiree.
What is
He
it?
has an OnlyFans. It's whatever. It's on
Oh my
OnlyFans.
God, yes,
I could
people-
tag him in content.
Desiree, shut
He's
the
trolling?
fuck up, Desiree. You fucking
Oh my God, he's
imbecile.
trolling.
You low IQ fucking
How is that a
retard.
low IQ?
Shut your
I could
fucking
bring it
mouth.
up.
Fucking knife. Shut your trying to say. So, to answer first, oh, Brian, you're a hypocrite. You have an OnlyFans account. I have the handle. I have the URL, onlyfans.com/whatever. There's nothing on there. It's literally was some like April Fool's joke I did back in like 2022 or something like that. It's not like me actually doing sex work.
He also told me he was concerned somebody else would take the URL.
That is the other thing. Now, so it's not like, oh, Brian, you're a hypocrite. I don't post. There's nothing posted on there. I think at one point I posted like
You're
a
missing
photo
out
of
on
Kiki.
a lot of money.
Wow, I could be an assassin and retire off these.
You know that. I
that
got
logic comes
famous
both
on
ways.
OnlyFans by coming on this show. I was
You're
no
not
big deal.
famous on OnlyFans. You're lying.
So Desiree, manager, do you know how many OnlyFans girls I have on this fucking show? No,
You don't
offense.
have to pick all
You're,
of them.
You're a 40-year-old.
MILF. It's the number 2 genre right now.
If I from the get-go.
We're getting away from all this pedophilia, guys.
YouTube.
Desiree, can you shut the fuck up so I can?
Man, like he is this is why like he got the worst, absolute worst of women on these shows. Let's do something else. I thought it would be more fun, but really it's not. It's not that great. Let's check something else. Let's check something else. You know, let's do. Actually, yeah, let's. That's the girl stick her head in the toilet bowl. Really? Let's check it out. Let's do some Kendra G. History of Mega Man 2. I don't know what you mean. All right, let's do some Kendra G. Let's do some Kendra G. No, Zero is pretty cool. Big bars. What is up, my brother? What is up? All right, let's check out some Kendra G.
Hello? Were you Kendra? Hey, that girl, that hair look good.
Thank you. Can I put some clothes on, child? I literally thought you was talking, and I thought I a top on, and then I was about to be. I'm in my own.
Oh, what's the update? What happened?
That was like pandemic time.
That's 6 years ago.
Yeah. You made me a highlight girl, but that was old to me, and we're going to the new me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, we setting up shop. Okay. We getting our shop set
from the bar.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll do commercial music while she get that together. Now It's time for the Kendra G singles commercial break elevator music. It's just not that easy. Shout out to what was that group called? Etiquette. I know all the white songs. All right, you done? Now back to the Kendra G singles. Alex?
Yes.
And where you calling from, Alex?
Atlanta.
ATL. How old are you?
37.
37. What you do for a living?
I'm an entrepreneur. I own a tour
talk a little bit louder. I don't know why you sound low. What do you do as an entrepreneur?
I own a sightseeing tour company in Atlanta called Hop and Go Tours. So I told people the city of Atlanta.
Okay, that's what's up. Do you have any kids?
No. I would like some though.
Okay. You ever been
37 and you're 37, you still like some kids. Like to have some kids. It's ridiculous.
married?
No.
I don't know why you sound low to me.
Maybe because I have this headpiece on.
What kind of drink is that, Kendra? I have been drinking coffee, so maybe that'd be giving me kind of energy. All right, hello?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Way better. Okay. So Alex Atlanta, 37. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus girl. My birthday was Saturday. So
happy belated birthday. Wait, your birthday was this past Saturday?
May 16th.
No, that was 2 Saturdays ago.
Okay. Sorry, child.
That's Janet Jackson's birthday.
I know. That's we.
Jeremiah, thank you for stopping by, my brother. Love ya.
This ain't fall on the same day. So I was like, I already know. It's me and Janet the same day. To this point, once again, I used to do radio. So I was just watching the elevation and all this. Girl, go ahead.
It was my only dream, very big, no professionalism. 37 Taurus, entrepreneur, no kids. You never see you. Here we go. So we got Alex Atlanta, 37 Taurus, entrepreneur, no kids. You never been married, right? Okay. What kind of man you looking for? Did it get low again?
Did it?
Oh no, here we go. What kind of man you looking for?
A straight one. A straight one with a job. A straight one with a job or a career, something to that nature. But a man who is fun, who likes to laugh, and who's like intentional, like who has to have fun, you know? Right, laugh at that. A man who's straight in Atlanta, please, Jesus.
Okay.
I would. You know what? I am possibly shutting down my business. I've been doing it for 5 years, but I wanted to really go into it. So I'm looking to travel. I'm looking to either move to El Salvador or Jamaica. So I'm willing to travel. I'm about to shut this whole operation down in Atlanta. So yeah.
Okay. All right. What are your deal breakers besides being gay and not fun?
Right, boring. A man who I have to beg a conversation out of.
Wonder, hey, have you ever reacted to any? No. Let me see. Let me check it out. I haven't even heard of that person.
Who literally doesn't have his life together. Like, at least at this point, have a car, have a place to stay. That's it. You know, have a driver's license that's in your name. Have a car that's in your name, not in your.
The music group? When I put it on YouTube, that's a music group. I can't react to music. Yeah, I'm not allowed to react to music. So, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. At least I don't think so.
Baby mama name, not in your mama name. Have something that you can say, you know what, this is mine, my asset, all that stuff. So yeah, deal breaker, of course, is like a lot of kids. I am a person, like, I really want to focus on you. I want to focus on my person, giving the word to my person. But if you run into PTA meetings every other day and, oh, I got to do this with the kids, oh, I got to do this, it's like you don't have enough time for me. So I am looking for somebody who wants effort, who does.
That's a music video? Or I don't know what that is. Is that because, like I said, I mean, I'm seeing it's a music group. At least the first few searches. Is that I don't know. The Matrix behind the Matrix. One of the biggest. It's called.
Does, you know, puts in effort. So yeah, so deal breaker is a whole bunch of kids. I don't have kids, so I'm like, I want kids. I love kids. I wouldn't mind being a bonus mother to them. And you know, 2 are kind of 1, but 2 is pushing it. But 1.
Oh, I checked that out. I mean, god dang, he hasn't posted in 5 years, which is pretty interesting. He has like over 50,000 subscribers, and he hasn't posted in 5 years. That's interesting. That's pretty crazy. You have 50K subscribers and you didn't post in 5 years? What a waste.
It's cool. I love kids, so yeah. But yeah.
So, kids?
Huh?
Do you want your own kids?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like yesterday. For sure.
Awesome. You're ready to be okay. So you're ready to have children. Okay. So okay.
I'm sorry, you're 37. I don't think it's gonna be for modern day women. Finding the man that you want won't be easy. Yeah, I found it. I found that person because I typed in the Matrix behind the Matrix. I typed in that one and I found the correct one. The channel, it's interesting. Yes, she's missed her chance. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not impossible, but I think for a lot of modern day women, it's going to be improbable, right? It's going to be improbable because they will be their own worst enemy. Women like this, it's not that she can't find a man, right? Of course, no matter what type of woman you are, you will be able to find a man. The problem is, will you find the man that you want? That is the problem. That is a problem that a lot of these types of women will come to face. You won't be able to find the man that you want. That is the problem.
Should he look a certain way?
I am open, you know. I love him skinny. I love him thick. I love the dad bod. I think that's very sexy.
You love a dad bod?
Do you see J Boog? Did you see J Boog in concert at B2K concert? People talking about his dad bod. I love a good. He know how to eat good.
I didn't see it. Shout out to B2K. I'm older. Like New Edition is my B2K, so I don't keep up. I mean, I do know Omarion though. I don't know any of the other members, but I didn't see J Book. Jack, he has a big stomach.
No, but he has a nice. It's weird because people kept saying that he has like this ugly dad bod, but I'm like, that man looks like that wife is feeding him good. Like he looks like he's healthy, happy, and just like it looked good. Like coming from B2K days, we was younger, they was all skinny, but now it's like okay. So I love a good dad bod. You shows that you know how to eat good because I like to eat. So I like to eat. So
Okay.
yeah. So he doesn't have to look a certain way. I mean, I don't really do obese because I can't really sleep with you and all that snoring that they do. Jesus Christ, you got to wear a mask and everything. I can't do that, but
Okay. All right. Okay. So she don't mind a dad bod. What about that bank account, girl? He got to make a certain amount of money.
This question always gets y'all. This question gets people in trouble. You know what? How do I answer this?
How do you answer? This is the problem with a lot of women. It's a very simple thing to answer. A man that has a job, a man that's stable, right? He's not begging for money. He doesn't like, his bank account isn't negative, right? He's not having problems paying his bills regularly, right? He's not paying his bill on late, right? He's not constantly paying his rent or his bills late, right? He has a job. He's stable. He's not begging you for money. He's not begging anyone for money. That's how you should answer it. A stable man with a job, right? He's stable. That's how you should answer it.
I just need you to make enough money for you. And once we start dating, for us. You know what I'm saying? Six figures is fine, but I'm trying to go to scale down. If you know people that live in Jamaica, they don't live a luxurious lifestyle. They make it work with what they do with. You know what I'm saying? So, have enough money to take care of you and your priorities. And when you date, let's not have limitations on dating. You know what I'm saying? So,
you see that? This is the thing. Women do this weird thing where it's like I don't know. It's like they're always swerving, right? Not being straight with their answer. No limitations on dating. Bitch, what are you talking about? To have no limitations on dating, you will have to be a high six-figure man. No limitations on dating? Yeah, that is the problem. Do you think Kendra's show would even be relevant if it weren't for the reaction channels? I don't think so, right? I think the reaction channels helped propelled her to what she is, right? In my opinion, the reaction channels helped propelled her channel to what it is. Now, I'm not saying that it is the number one thing, but I said it helped. It helped propel her channel to, the status that it has, right? People reacting to its craziness. People, essentially, it's promoting, right? If you see these crazy shit here, imagine the more crazy shit if you watch, right? That's what I think.
If I want to book a trip, like literally last minute, I booked a trip to Jamaica. I wasn't even going to celebrate my birthday. I was like, you know what? Forget it. But at least be able to say, you know what? I get everybody has jobs. I'm an entrepreneur and I have a 9-to-5 too. So I would just love a man who can take care of himself first, and then be like, you know what? I want to take her on a date. I want to, court her. So make enough money for that. And if you want to have a
court, you're 37. You're 37. I'm sorry. You're 37 and you're in a century where courting is stupid. You don't qualify for courting. You're 37.
family, let's do that. So I don't want to give a number figure, but it's just, please make some money. Please.
Make some dollars. Okay. Let's do the Kendra Kim.
Okay, girl.
Girl, you already said that coming in. You knew about the Kendra Kim.
I know.
Okay.
All
right, you look cute. You're tall. Are you tall?
No, I got these Fashion Nova pants that are so.
Now, she's not obese, right? She is fat. She's not obese. All right. So, you know.
long. It looks like it, but I'm 5'5", literally.
Okay, I think I'm like 5'3", so 5'5" is tall to me. Okay, we see you, girl. Hair laying down, laid. When was your last relationship?
When a living like.
I mean, like, this is a thing where it brings out the word, right? Like, people wouldn't. I don't think more people know Kendra, right? Thanks to reaction channels, in my opinion.
Last September. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
January.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws. Procrastination is a thing. I've been saying, like, gym, get in this gym, but also, like, with career-wise, I need to stop procrastinating, like editing videos, doing videos. I kind of get like a little nervous sometimes doing these videos, but yeah, procrastination is a thing. Patience. I'm trying to build up, because, like in the beginning of dating, it's like the worst. Like, it's like, okay, if he don't call me, if he don't text me, if he don't do this, I'm gonna just call it quits.
The beginning of dating should be the best. What are you talking about? Seriously, that's when you have the spark. The beginning of dating is usually the best time of dating.
So I'm trying to learn how to just be like, you know what? Maybe he's busy. Maybe he has
or maybe I'm thinking about the beginning of a relationship.
Maybe he's an entrepreneur who makes a lot of money, who's like, you know what? I can't talk to her right now.
Maybe he got other hoes.
Maybe he got
to get to you. He got to get to you. You third on the list, child.
You know what? I am polyamorous as well. So
wow. What does that mean?
As in, I want a close triad. I want a good-looking couple. Please. There's always one that's not a cute person, but I want a good-looking couple who's like, you know what?
I'm seeing this more and more with Black women, right? I'm seeing this more and more. I mean, I'm not saying this is like a rampant thing, but I'm seeing this more and more with Black women where they don't mind sharing their man, right? It's like, I kind of think it's a crazy thing nowadays where, and here's the thing where I think it's like women shooting themselves in the foot, in my opinion, right? Where a lot of Black women don't mind being in, polyamorous relationships where they're just one of many. It's like, I don't know. You get with a man that just thinks you're one of many. It could be a slippery slope. I'm not saying, it's a short, I mean, if he has multiple women and you know them and you're friends or whatever with them, I guess it's not necessarily cheating. So he's not necessarily cheating on you. But I think a man that is so into his degeneracy, it's a slippery slope, right? It's a slippery slope where, okay, here's a man with multiple women. I think those types of men won't be satisfied, right? Even if he has 2, 3, 4, eventually he's going to want more, right? That's what I think, right? Because again, it's like degeneracy, right? When you open the floodgates, right? Because now who knows the upper limits of his degeneracy, in my opinion. Now, I've never seen a polyamorous in real life. I don't really hear much stories about polyamorous relationships, so I can't, necessarily have a concrete viewpoint on it. I'm just assuming, right? So that's where I think it.
See her, she, comes in with the right energy. She's an entrepreneur as well. And, I carry my own weight. And so I am like,
I had a couple. Let me see if I can find them. So inside the dating app tonight, we have this couple. So they called in tonight. They looking for a girl. They looking for a girl. He literally called me tonight looking for a girl to add into their relationship. She's into women. So look, your wish is my command. God heard you fast, child. They called in earlier tonight looking for you. They literally are looking for a woman.
See,
Will
I'm
you
gonna
want to
have
be
to
their third
go
one?
and I'm gonna have to go and see the full picture because I can see something, but
They're in Maryland. They're in Maryland.
I'll probably never get there.
You literally said you would travel. And like Kendra just asked you that. Do you want to like? It's like seriously, you know, like you're never gonna get there. Literally, Kendra is showing you what you just asked for, right? Kendra is showing you what you just asked for. A man that can afford a polyamorous relationship, right? Well, that's right there. He looks like he's a bigger guy. It's like, what else do you want?
I'm just saying, that's crazy. They literally called into the dating app tonight. They asked me to be it. I said, first of all, I don't get down like that. Second of all, y'all ain't got enough coin in the bank for me. I'm expensive.
Like, oh, money's not a thing. Yes, it is. As soon as you step out of the door, it's gas. You have to make money to be in a polyamorous relationship. I don't care what anybody says, you do. But also, you need to bring your own money too. I like to, and you got me on this last time when I first got on your show. I told you, girl, I like to fly men out like a damn idiot. I said I like to, you know what I'm saying? Because if I do it, I want you, if I'm with you, you know what I'm saying? That's the luxuries of being with me is.
You gotta think, right? This woman, 5 years, couldn't make anything work. It's her, right? 5 years, she couldn't make anything work. I mean, since she was on the show, she said she was on the show last time, 5 years ago, and she's still in the dating market, right? 37, at 32, her early 30s, she couldn't find nobody, right, to spend the rest of her life with. Now she's still in the dating market at 37, trying to find someone. It's you.
I like to do stuff like an idiot. I like to just fly men out. You have to go back to like you like to fly men out. That's crazy. Like just got out of a relationship, and I'm like, dang, I'm a spoiler. Like I don't know why. Taking men on trips.
You taking men on trips like you paid for the guy?
I be paying because my whole thing is like I got it and I'm not tripping about it. Like my business, now I'm a startup company, so I'm not doing this stuff anymore. I feel like my last one ruined it. But I'm just one of them people where I like taking care of my dude. Like he does something for me. He shows consistency.
This is the. I mean, she said he did all this, right? This is the problem with a lot of women, right? They give all this energy to the bad men, and then say the next man, you don't deserve this energy. You think you will get good men after that, right? So you gave all this ride or die shit to the bad men, and now you said you want good men, yet you won't give that energy to good men. Like what? That don't make sense.
Shows me that he's there for me, like I take him on a trip, I pay for this, I pay for that, but I'm not the person who's like, I'm like, where are you coming with your table? Like, when are you gonna pay for something? But I'm like, well, if I got it, I'm not gonna miss it. Like, it's gonna have to go somewhere. So I take him in on trips, and I don't regret it. It's just, it is what it is. Like, I like to show my men, like, look, I'm not here to run up the check.
Was he your boyfriend? Was he your boyfriend?
Oh yeah, all these dudes are my man.
Okay, and was it his birthday?
No, it's just because I wanted to go somewhere and I wanted him to go with me. So shoot, I paid for it. Like I said it.
I rock with men who won't even allow that.
See, but here's my thing. I'm not with that. Don't get me wrong. I know my position as a woman in a relationship, but I feel like if I want to go, I'm gonna go. I don't care. Like just come on with it. Like I don't care about.
It's funny, right? We talk about women, right, with age. She looked better when she was 32 than now that she's 37, right? Let's be honest. I mean, in general, younger women look better than older women, right? In general, your younger self will look better than your older self. And she's 32, right? This is when she was 32, right?
A man has to pay for this. A woman, look, if I gotta go somewhere, I'm gonna go. Like I said, I don't care about the money. I can make it back. On top of that, I'm a waitress, so we're making $400, $500, $600 in a day. it don't
Waitress make that much?
matter. You know, the plane ticket to
What
$50.
happened? What happened with that relationship?
What happened? He did not have his stuff together. At a certain point, it was kind of like, why do I have to keep bailing you out? Like when I say the basic necessities of a man, it's like, okay, have a credit card. The man didn't have a credit card. I didn't know that until I got to the dang the car rental place, and you know all that stuff has to be.
You would have found out the day he would have had to buy his plane ticket, the trip that you wanted to go on, and when he would have said, I don't got a credit card to buy my own plane ticket, but you were so willing to buy the plane tickets and pay for the trip, you would have found out then he ain't had no credit card.
I don't have a problem. Here's my thing. Like I said, there's always this thing in society where they.
Well, the problem is that if that was a big thing, sure, she should have found out before, right? I mean, it's like, really, it's ridiculous.
Say a man is supposed to do this, a woman is supposed to do this. I don't care about all that. If I want to go on a trip, hey, you're here with me, let's go. The plane ticket is only for $45, $100.
Then why do you care if he doesn't have a credit card? It's like, you do care, right?
$100. If you can't spend that, I feel like you shouldn't be sometimes dating. I don't care about that little stuff. I make the money back at the end of the day regardless. So we took the trip. I paid for this exotic dinner, and we had a good time. Like, my friend was a chef. The dinner was like $1,000. I made it back that same weekend when I got back to work. So you see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter to me.
All of us women should whoop your ass. Because let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I mean, in theory. But you represent...
Yeah, look like she got fatter.
the new wave of men. And it ain't even judgment no more. But I think we have to honor this is what's happening, ladies. And I'm not putting all the blame on Alex, because Alex is just one of many. But
I have the money to do it. I'm not broke, so that's what I'm saying.
I know you have.
I'm the nigga with the money.
Listen, I'm not mad at you. It's your life. You do what you want to do with the money. But this is the reason why men now are requesting princess treatment, high demand men, especially because women like Alex are willing to buy plane tickets. Women like...
This was a while ago. This is not anywhere in...
You would still buy a plane ticket today, though.
No. Oh, no. That's a definite hell no. No, because...
You see this? You see why this is why men don't want these types of women? You give this treatment, right? This is the stupidity of, like, let's say, why, the women that say, oh, I want to no sex until marriage. Are you kidding me? Or you don't get kids from women. Are you kidding me? You gave all this to the men that you couldn't even sustain a long-term relationship with. So now that you want a better man, right? A man that will give you a long-term relationship, you don't give him what you gave other men. That don't make sense. Like, I've seen this before, right? Just like, you gave, you gave all your other boyfriends, right? All your exes anal, right? And now your new boyfriend who you want to marry, or he wants to marry you, oh, no back door. It's like, seriously? So all the men that you couldn't sustain a relationship with, or didn't want to marry you, or whatever, you gave them one thing, the back door. If the man that will marry you that you want, that's supposedly better than the rest, you wouldn't give him that. So this is why men don't like. Nah, this is like not worth it, right? Not worth it, because you give better shit to men that were lesser, right?
This is not that kind of way. This was our first on your show. I told you. This is when I first got on your show. I was like, you know what?
What made you stop? Okay, so what made you stop buying plane tickets?
I only bought one, and we were together, so I don't just buy random plane tickets.
I think relationships, that's different. I think when you in a relationship, that's a partnership. A lot of money's gonna change all the time. But the point I wanted to make though is we are in
We're dragging a lot of women to hell.
It's like we are in the middle of the new reality of the world no longer exists. We are moving into the sector when, yes, men are receiving princess treatment.
No, men. This is I always correct people when they say that. When you say men, you better either mean all men or you mean majority of men? You cannot say men when it only equates to about 10 to 20%, right? Because it don't make sense, right? You should say the small amount of men. Small amount of men. It's only 10 to 20%. You can't say men when it's not even the majority of men. It's not even 50% of men. I hate it when women do this because it's disingenuous. Okay? You can't say men when it doesn't even equal to half the amount of men. Right? It's about 10 to 20% of men that get this princess treatment shit, right? Because those men are highly desirable. So women will go above and beyond to get with these men, right? They will give these men the booty on the first night, right? They will be the ones to call these men. They will be the ones to constantly, talking to these men, right? They will give these men more effort. But I guarantee you, it's only about 10 to 20% of men that they give this amount of effort to. So when it's only about 10 to 20, it is stupid to say men because you don't mean the majority or even half of men.
Therefore, they have princess treatment requirements. And women, I mean, you could, like, it is what it is, but that is the reason, like, that exists. Like,
Kendra does hate it because Kendra, her dating sphere or circle is filled with these top tier men, right? Kendra's circle is filled with the 20%, right? It's filled with the 20%, the highly desirable men, because these are the wealthy men. These are sometimes the good-looking men, sometimes the tall men. So she's filled her dating circle is filled with high-value men, right? And high-value men are expectant, right? Because plenty of women want these men. That's why Kendra she would be triggered.
I be trying to tell women, like, sometimes y'all be over here crying about, oh, I want to go on a trip. Sometimes these trips that y'all seeing, the woman paid for the whole trip. That's why he there. I've been on trips. Let me tell you something. I've been on trips and I already know the woman paid for the whole trip. When I see them, I'm like, she paid for this whole trip. And I'm not even here to judge because, listen, you make your money, you do what you want to do with your money. It is what it is, right? But it's what diluted the playing field in dating. Because men now can get things like this, they don't have no desire to work hard for women anymore because they don't have to.
No,
now,
one
more thing I want to add. Now, this is not for all men. This is for high demand men. I don't like high value. So
You don't like high value because that's Kevin Samuel's term. So you're trying to change it up. Stop it with that BS. High demand. It's like, seriously.
High value to me. But we can't say you are in high demand because a lot of women want a man that's
It's literally the same, right? If you're high value, right? It's people value you, right? It's like really ridiculous.
Attractive that makes money, but let's just say attractive but doesn't make money. Yes, there's going to be women that are going to be willing to fly him places because they want that companionship. So it has diluted the dating market because men are like, she gonna pay for the bill, so what you doing? Like, this woman gonna wash my clothes, she gonna pay more of the rent, she gonna let me borrow her car.
That was extensive. Yeah, I'm not doing all of that. You can't have my car now. Your car is paid off. But no, I like to say,
you ain't gonna let him borrow your car while you at work. You definitely gonna let him borrow your car while he at work.
I don't know because my car is paid off. So you mess up my car, then you gonna give me another car. No, I don't play that game. But like I said, when I first got on your show, like 5-6 years ago, I was like, if you're with me, I'm not just buying random things. If you're with me, I love to spoil my man because I know some women like, oh, we not doing that, baby. If you don't like to spoil your man, that's up to you, honey. But when you treat me good, I treat you good. So I have no problem with, hey, you coming with me, we having a good time, and we always have a good time. So that's not what I'm never saying I'm affording no nigga. You said what made you stop is because I do like to do too much. And I feel like I'm a giving person anyway. So that's nothing to me. I'm not going broke about it. I'm not crying about it after we break up. I don't give my money back. I would never crash out like that. It's cool. We done. We done. We had fun what we did. It is over. Moving on. My lights don't change because baby, I'm still gonna be okay. But what I'm saying is, moving forward, I am okay with show me what you can do so I could show you how I can make you, you know what I'm saying, a happier person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not with buying things anymore. There has been men lately that's been doing a lot of stuff for me, and I appreciate it. But I'm just like, okay.
Well, what's up with these guys that are doing stuff for you? They're not options?
No. I mean, they are, but it's like they don't have everything together. They don't have everything
for you.
I mean, like helping with my business. As soon as you started your show, I started my business. And so they've been helping me as far as resources and fixing up my buses and stuff like that. So they've been more of like I don't say a mentor, but like, hey, if you need something, let me know.
Are these men that are like co-workers, or they want to date you?
No, they're all entrepreneurs. They're all
I know, but no, I said, but are they men that want to date you?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. I wouldn't take it.
Have they asked you out on a date?
We've gone on dates, but these men are boring.
Well, girl, what you y'all?
They've got money. They have. Don't get me wrong. Their entrepreneurs are so busy. So that's why I'm like, I don't mind the 9-to-5 man. I don't mind.
You want to be in a poly relationship, and that's going to be busy too.
I've met men who are coming from the army who have a good stability. So everybody has a different type. In tech, these men are making money off content, all this AI stuff. So there are men who have to the time, and I require at least some sort of time and attention. So, I mean, entrepreneurs were cool, but a lot of us are busy. So I can't beg somebody to, for their time.
Let's go back to that. So poly, is that so do you want to find a man that's single, or do you prefer to find a couple that you could be added to?
Both. I would love to build my own dynamic with my person, but also if you're an attractive couple who is somewhat in the Georgia neighborhood.
You're a Taurus and you can do this. As a Taurus, I can never do that. My jealousy would not allow me to be okay with that.
Can't be. Here's the thing, though. I'm not jealous of you being, just like Kay Michelle said, I can watch you. I think that's a turn in Baltimore. And it was crazy in the beginning, but he knew how to construct the relationship. He was not playing when it came to how to deal with me, how to deal with her. He made me feel comfortable. He got her on track. It was amazing. We're sitting here walking through the Civil Rights Museum hand in hand, and I was like, I love me a sister wife.
Why did it end?
I mean, they lived in Baltimore, and I think she was getting a little jealous of him spending a little bit too much time with, or wanting to get to know.
I feel
like, seriously. It's like, I find these women just ridiculous. You're 37. And you're going about life, you're, I don't know, 27. Or even 17. Maybe not 17. But you're going to life like you're 20, 23. Right? It's like, serious. It's like, be serious. It's like, these women are, like, they're not serious at all. Right? So, since they're not serious, what man will take them serious? This is why a lot of women are just like, they're just playthings to men. A lot of women are just playthings to men.
Like, I guess I can imagine maybe it's exciting at some point in time, but I wonder, like, look, that ain't for me.
You gotta be open. You gotta be open.
No, I'm not that kind of girl, and I'm crazy for real. So what keeps me out of jail ever? Please, that's the one thing that keeps me a law-abiding citizen. I'm not built for that. Like, so you got to know yourself. There's no, I could plan. I can't do it, child. I'm not made.
You know what? Like I said, you do have to have a certain. I'm from California, so I've been open and I've been traveling. I understand different cultures. So when you understand that, the American way is not the only way of living.
No, listen to you. And there's a lot of women that can do it. I mean, kudos to you. I mean, the one thing this show has taught me is we're really not all the same. You really just got to find your tribe. You're not alone in this. There's women I wonder how it ends in the end. Okay, so you're open to
We
that.
have fun though. We have fun, but like I said, you have to be open minded. I'm not jealous to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a beautiful woman. So we decide. And I'm just hypothetically, I'm not jealous to you. I'm jealous when you go on a date and you don't tell me. I'm like, dang, well, what's happening here? You know? And it's like when the secretive stuff starts to happen or the time. I'm not jealous of another woman. You know, because I know what I have, and once we get into that close dynamic, I'm
Yeah, grow up. I mean, like these women are just ridiculous. This is why she's still single at 37, right? Because it's like this mindset.
cool. Like I like her. Like I want a sister wife. I really don't have family. My family's in LA, so I be out here by myself doing my entrepreneur work. But I'm open to love and the possibilities. And like I said, I love kids. So baby, let me pick your child. Please let me take your kids because I can't have to wait to have kids. So I'm not jealous like that because I have. Long as we live in separate houses, we cool. I have my own life to do too. But I don't know. I'm open and I love and you know different dynamics and but I would love to find my own person. But you know if they come with a girl who's not jealous, and that's another thing. A lot of the girls be jealous, and I'm like, if you only knew, I am not gay. I'm gay for play, and let's be a sister wife. I'm not gay. So
what is gay versus sister wife?
Gay child. I would never be with you without him. Me and the girl who we were dealing with, or his girlfriend, we would like go get to know each other. We would go to the parks. We would go. She would do my hair. She was. I really liked her, and so I really had no problem with her. But I think, like I said, I think she was a little bit more jealous than I was.
It's so messy. It's like women. This is the thing where this whole polyamorous shit. Women want chaos, right? Women love this chaos. So this is why they're in relationships that are obviously going to be chaos, right? I'm sorry. This is why I don't do. I would not eat. Like I've done the whole, threesomes and whatever foursome shit like that before. Okay, it's just chaos. It's chaos, and women love chaos. So I'm not surprised that more and more women are fine with these types of relationships because you automatically know there's chaos.
But I'm not gay. I wouldn't date you without the man there. So I'm not like, oh, let's sneak off. And baby, I like penis. I like eggplant.
First interview, did you tell me all this?
Kendra, we talked about the flying out situation so much that you had invited me back on the show and people just kept saying, oh, baby, I don't. So I was like, what did I portray in this message? Anything he wants. And because I love to. Baby, I ain't never had a woman do that. Okay, I'll do it. Relationships don't work with me because they don't have any ambition. Like in the beginning, like you know how like people try to flex, like seeing what you got, your LA lifestyle and all that.
You see how it changes, right? The more she talks. In the beginning, she said, I just want a straight man with a job, right? In the beginning, she said, I just want a straight man with a job. And you see all the layers she add onto it. Now it's like, I want an ambition. He has to be able to afford this. He dating with no limits. Like, this is why you let women talk and you understand why these women are still single in their later years, right? No surprise. One, you're not serious, right? You want to date a man with multiple wives. It's like, okay, good luck with that, right? I rarely, in my opinion, I don't know datas yet. I haven't looked at any datas. I doubt those are long-term stable relationships, right? Two, it's like the hypocrisy that you don't want a man with just a job, right? You want a man that's making money, right? That's making bank.
That stuff, it's like the same thing. Like we the niggas with money now. And it's like, I don't like how men try to come up off of that sometimes.
You're not. Even still today, men still make more than you. Men still make more than women. Right? No matter what tax bracket you think, right? 6-figure women, men make more than 6-figure women. Millionaire women, men make more than millionaire women, right? The men that are in your same tax bracket, they still make more than you, right? The problem is that you can't get these men to settle down with you, right?
times. Teach me so we can elevate together. You don't have to compete with me. That's weird. Like, and then when I found out that he really had nothing going on, I'm like, why would you lie to me? Why would you?
I'm thinking the only time I think I would fly a man out is if he was my husband and he died in another country and I had to fly his body back to.
I can see why Kendra's still single, right? I think Kendra is in her late 40s, I believe. I can see why Kendra is still single. You won't spend your money on your husband. You'll only spend it if he's dead. What a stupid ass old bitch.
America.
Girl, he lived in 20 minutes away from me. That was my man at the time. That's what we talked about. I was like, stop saying that. That was my
different country. And not in that scenario. I think that's the only way. Death in a different, and it better be a different country, because if it's out of that to get his ass to the funeral, because why did you die in a different city? Why did you know not to die at home?
Yeah, this is why you're still single and old.
Child, wait, stop. So Alex, child, we did your 3 flaws. Absolutely treat a man. I'm not flying him. Committed, we locked in, because I do a lot for my guy when I'm in relationships.
What do you mean you do a lot? Doesn't seem like you would spend money on him.
But I encourage women, don't do more than the guy.
Yeah.
You can do for your man, but you should not be spoiling him more than he spoils you.
Yeah.
And I think that should be the rule.
So men should be spoiling you more than you spoil him? I hate when, like, you see how these women, they do tit for tat, right? They're keeping score. This is the thing. Women keep score as well.
I mean, I'm a great gift giver. This is why I am making this rule, because I could be like you.
Yes, I love that episode, right? Kevin Samuel predicted Kendra's fate. He definitely did. She would have been literally, right? Kendra went on Kevin Samuels to help her dating life, right? Or talk about her dating life. He pretty much showed you why Kendra will be a woman that's forever single, right? The whole, buy dog and die alone. Kendra is that.
Because I just like to give, period. Like I'm a giver by nature, and I have to do stuff, like I have a team, and when I have to pay for them. So by nature, I'm a giver. But what I have learned is I have definitely given in times which I should not have. And it has taught me that I will never give more than I receive. I'm never giving a guy more than what he's giving me. Yeah. Period.
For sure.
Period. And
see, this is why you are a spinster. This is why you are still single. I personally don't do this, right? I do not live by how the other person treats me, in the sense that here's the thing where I'm going to do what I believe is the best, right? I've said this before in relationships. I will treat you to the best, right? I will give my all until I can't give my all anymore, right? I don't want to hold back, right? So if we break up, I don't want to regret that I didn't give my all, right? Shit like this right here is that it's like it's like you're going for tit for tat, right? You're not being your 100% self. I've been in relationships where I've given 100% until I can't give anymore, right? Because I will love her to the best of my capabilities until I know she won't love me the same, like she's not loving me the same way, okay? But I'm doing it because it's how I believe I should love, okay? I'm not doing it because, oh, you don't treat me well enough. You don't do that. No. I'm going to love you to the best of my capabilities, right? And I'll see how you love me. And if you can't do it, we're done, right? But I don't want to regret that, oh, I hold back. I hold back because of whatever, right? I didn't give 100%. So I know that if we break up, I know I did my best, right? Not because, oh, I hold back because you didn't give me anything. No, I know I did my best. This is why in my last relationship, I knew I did my best. I knew I gave 100%, while I knew that for her, she barely gave me 50. So I have no regrets that relationship ended. Right? I do have some hate that other situations, but again, I have no regrets on my part.
Any man, and I'm tired of you men crying. Why don't you bitch ass men? Y'all get on my nerves because I'm just not used to men like this. Like most men don't even want women to spoil them. Most men that I know are like, if they don't want that.
Where's those men now? Most men don't want you said most men don't want them to spoil. Okay. Where are they now with you? Right? They're not dating you, right? You're not dating them. And it's like you don't know their actual dating life.
Like they want to feel like they are a provider in some type of way. So you crying ass Negroes in the comment section, it's like surprise.
I mean, this is the thing where again, I go about love where I won't regret my actions, right? I live by my own morals, my own morals, my own principles, my own values. So I don't want to regret my actions. That's how I go about it, right? If it fails and she treated me terrible, it is what it is. That's on her. I'm not gonna treat her because how she treat me, right? Because then I felt like I'm going tit for tat, and I felt like I didn't give my all into a relationship. So in my mind, it's like, oh, maybe I didn't give my all. That's why she didn't give. It's like, no, I know I did my best, and she was just a terrible person.
Surprises me. I'm not saying that I'm not co-signing. And on the flip side, I'm not saying women should use men. That's not my pedigree either. I'm a girl who makes her own money, always wants to make her own money. So I do not co-sign women just trying to find men to live off of. I don't preach that. But I'm damn sure not preaching find a man and make him your child and take care of him either. And no man worth his salt should want that. You should.
What I say? I said procrastination.
Did you already answer that question? Okay. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
You know what? Because I show up. I am there. I am a person. What Lauren London said, like I want my man to be my church, my community. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
I just find this funny, right? Women say how amazing they are, but they're still single, right? Maybe you are amazing, right? Maybe you are amazing. But I said this, right? Two of women's biggest red flags. It's either the men they're attracted to or the men they attract, right? So as amazing you are, right? As amazing as you claim you are, yet you only go for the bad boys. Who gives a shit if you're amazing, right? Who gives a shit if you're amazing when all the men you want are shitty men? Who cares, right? Because you only attract the pookies. And number two is probably your attitude, right? Those are always women's two biggest red flags, in my opinion.
What did Lauren say when Nipsey passed?
Oh God,
the whole LA felt it, like the whole California.
To Lauren a couple times, and it's like we just have this certain protection and love over Lauren. It's just
yes, it's almost, but yeah, it's sad. But like the structure, I don't know what structure. I don't know the girl. I don't know the lady, but and when I dive in. So of course, all the luxuries, what everybody says, cooks, cleans, all that stuff. That's what an adult should do. You have your own place. You got to cook and you clean. But I'm there for him. I show up. I'm there to support, baby. What you need, you know what I'm saying. You need me to bring you lunch, baby. I know I'm 30 minutes away. Look, I'll do it. So I feel like I'm a lover. I feel like I am her, and I'm just authentically me. There's no dressing up. I don't need all the show up as him and without all the flex and stuff like that. So, you're going to get a girl who can pray, a girl who can love, a girl who can support. So I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have fun.
So let's do this.
I love the egotistical women that are still single in their later years. It's amazing, right? You have such an ego. You got no man. You're on a dating show at 37 trying to find the man. you're so amazing that you can't find a man. When I've said this, right? Dating for women and dating for men are drastically different. They're different. Dating for women is so easy. So easy. Did you watch the Obsession, the movie? People had some interesting takes on it when it comes on to dating. I haven't watched it. Now, I've seen some people's take on it. I do want to talk about that, right? I'll probably eventually talk about people's takes on Obsession, but I'll probably check out the movie first. I do want to watch it, right? I just haven't had the time to watch it.
Are you inside the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I guess that's it for her. She's done with that. What do you guys think? This is why a lot of these women, just in my honest opinion, they will continue to have a hard time in dating. So let's see. All right, let's do one more Kendra G video. All right, let's check out this Kendra G video.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, like you got some sense finally.
Yes.
Go have your
Aaron
hair cut
from
off.
Michigan.
Aaron from Michigan. How old are you, Aaron?
I had a birthday Monday. I was really, really sick, so I didn't do nothing for my 45th birthday.
Oh, okay, 45. Happy birthday. Is that was that Taurus or now we Gemini season?
I'm a Taurus.
So Erin had a birthday on Monday. She's a Taurus. Happy belated birthday in Michigan. What do you? How old are you? No, you told me that 45. What do you do for a living?
So I'm a real
45, still in the dating market. I've said this before. As women age, they become bigger red flags. Why torture us with this D? Guys, it's a quicker one, right? But this is the thing where why do I watch these things, right? These are the things that, what men are dealing with in the dating market, right? These are the types of women men are dealing with in the dating market. The ego, right? The expectations, the delusions, the hypocrisies, right? The attitude. This is what men are dealing with in the dating market. So I like to always check it out, right? Because, it gives you a good sense of reality, right? People always complain. People always attack Redpill. Oh, you just hate women. Oh, you're misogynist, toxic masculinity, all this shit. No, nah, right? We're talking about reality. Men are talking about reality. This is what's going on in the dating market, right? This is what men have to deal with. So men are not just, out here spewing hate against women. That's not it, right? I don't think that's at all, right? Men are not just out here spewing hate against women. Men are talking about the insanity of modern day women.
and I also work for the state of Michigan.
Okay, do you have any kids?
I have an 11-year-old.
Okay, you ever been married?
Divorced.
Okay, when did you get divorced?
7 years ago.
You can see Kendra's face. She does look old.
Okay. And where you calling me from? Michigan. So I think I got all. Aaron, Michigan, 45, Taurus, works as a realtor. Mom to an 11-year-old. Is your 11-year-old by your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay, she's divorced. Divorced 7 years ago.
Yes.
Why did I get divorced?
He was a street guy. And I wanted better.
Okay. We'll keep it going.
You wanted better, but you gave him a child. This is the thing where a lot of these women won't get better than their baby daddy.
What kind of man are you looking for?
I want, of course, tall, dark, and handsome. Somebody that's stable. Somebody that can be God-fearing, a good dad. Just somebody that's good to me. I want to be pink.
What does that mean?
Soft.
It's funny how Kendra is so nice to the women on her show, no matter how big of a red flag they are. But when a guy comes on her show, and has standards. She's yeah. You know what, Ken? A lot of these women are not women. Yeah. It's so amazing to get with extremely masculine women.
Somebody just, that I can be with. Like, no games, none of that.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Hygiene. Oh, I cannot deal with bad hygiene at all. No.
Okay. No bad hygiene.
Yeah.
What should he look a certain way?
Like I said, I want tall, dark, and handsome. I do.
Like every other fucking woman. Right? Like every other woman. Right? What other woman doesn't want a tall guy? What other woman doesn't want a handsome guy? 45, you want a man like every other woman wants.
Say that. So okay, so if he's short, light skinned, you can't do it.
No.
Girl, you light skinned.
So what?
Women be colorists. It don't be the men. It be the women that be the colorists on my show.
Yeah.
Was your ex-husband tall, dark, and handsome?
He was medium and dark.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Let's do. Oh, so the guy make a certain amount of money. How much?
Like I said, I do pretty well for myself. So I need them to be able to do well for themselves, extremely well. Because if I make a certain amount, then they got to make even more.
So what?
You see why you see why we do this, right? You see why we do this, right? Because I'm sorry, the Godfather himself is gone, so someone needs to bring reality to these delusional women. All right? You want a man that every woman wants. Tall, dark, handsome, a high six-figure man, right? A high-value man. You're 45, right? You are masculine. You said to yourself, a strong, super strong woman, right? You're a masculine woman. What do you have to offer, right? You're already over the hill, right? You're already past the wall. So no children. You probably already have a decent body count. You probably ain't feminine, fit, and friendly. So what's the point? You want the same man that every other woman wants. This is the thing. You might as well go to polyamorous relationship, right? This is kind of why. This is kind of why women like this are better fit for polyamorous relationships, right? You're better fit for, the pump and dumps or the booty calls or, I don't know, the situationships. If she says she wants to get married, another delusional woman, right? This is the point. You need to break up this delusion. This is what men are dealing with. You're asking for the 1% man. You are not a 1% woman, no matter how much fucking money you make, right? No matter how much money you make, you're not a 1% woman in the dating market, right? Maybe as a human, you're probably a 1% human, right? But as a woman in the dating market, you're not 1% because you're old. You're old. You're not that good looking, right? She's probably a 4, right? A 4, maybe a bit less. So already your looks are below average, right? Your looks are below average. You're old, right? And you're asking for a 1% man.
Do we have a minimum at the door?
At least. This sounds crazy, but I graduated summa cum laude, and I worked very hard to get where I'm at. So
who the fuck cares? Who cares? I've said this before. No man cares, right? No man cares about your money, your education, your accomplishments. Why? Why don't men care? Because you don't give him it. He doesn't benefit from your money, right? You're not paying his bills. In a lot of cases, he has to pay your bills, right? You're not taking him on a date. In most cases, he's taking you on a date, right? You're not buying him lavish shit. Most times he's buying you lavish shit. So your money, your accomplishments, your degrees, your career means shit to men because women do not share resources with men in general, right?
At least 200, at least 200,000, at least.
At least. So 100K, you couldn't date that man.
I mean, I would consider it.
So you know that, listen, we're going to move forward. we
Mhm.
do realize that you're asking for a very exclusive guy because you said 200K and tall, dark, and handsome. So you're asking for the non-famous Morris Chestnut.
I mean, I'm a very exclusive girl. Even me getting on here,
What's so exclusive about you? What's so exclusive about you? 45? What makes you so exclusive? Right? You're 45. You're a 45-year-old woman with a child. What makes you so exclusive? There are Instagram models that are 1,000 times better looking than you. And they want the same man as you. Right? There are women that are 25 that want the same man as you. What makes you more exclusive? You're better than the 25-year-old.
just tried it. I was like, let me see. I saw that you were on live. I'm a very exclusive girl, so I don't know. I need exclusivity.
No. Listen, I get it, and I'm not even gonna.
No, you don't get it. It's like, stop it with that BS. This is why shit like this is more important. Kendra doesn't really hold these women accountable. What makes you exclusive? What makes you so amazing? Your money? Your money's means jack shit. You're not paying a man's bill, right? Are you? Are you taking a man on a date? You're not. So, in turn, your money means nothing. This is the thing where men only care about your money. I mean, most men only care about your money because hopefully you won't be a leech, right? At the very least, you won't be a leech. You're not leeching off of his money. That's the very least.
I think I just want. Okay, let me ask you this. So let's just say, because also you said exclusivity, right? You want to be monogamous. Is there an age category?
50 and up.
Okay, well, you do want to go older.
A 50-year-old man that's tall, dark, and handsome that makes over 200K, a 35-year-old woman wants him, right? A 30-year-old woman would want him. Like, seriously.
And then I see in the comments, y'all don't know what I'm making. So, like I said,
no one gives a shit what you're making.
I do very well for myself. I'm a realtor, and I have other certificates and other trainings. And I'm just reading the comments, Kendra. That's all.
No, I get it. People always tell me to ask deeper about, jobs when they tell me a certain income, but I'm gonna just say people's words at face value when it comes to that. That's not even something I was gonna challenge. I just want to share the statistic of the guy you described, because that guy you described, though, he's not like you. Now he's not saying I gotta date a woman that matches my salary. If you're tall, dark, and handsome, and you make 200K or more, you pretty much just want a woman that's gonna fit into your life, and you're paying for everything.
Follow his lead. A 45-year-old is not following any man's leadership. A 45-year-old woman is not following any man's leadership. 45-year-old women will be unruly. They're uncoachable. They're unteachable. 45-year-old women, stop it. Stop with that BS. These old women simply don't understand or care about how men operate. Yep, they don't. Otherwise, women like this would understand they are the bottom of the barrel. 100%. 100% right. 100% right. I'm sorry. As a human, right? As a human, she's probably a high-value woman, right? As a human, she's probably a high-value woman, making a whole lot of money. Great for her. As someone in the dating market, she's bottom of the barrel, right? She's bottom of the barrel. A 50-year-old man that's tall, dark, and handsome, making over 200K a year, I guarantee you he can attract a 25-year-old woman. Right? He can attract a much younger woman. Hell, I'm pretty sure he travels the world. He can definitely attract a younger woman. And a fit, friendly, feminine younger woman.
Like, you want a woman that's pretty much, I know men that, millionaires that married women who made a fraction of what you make, right? But they had the qualities of her being able to fit within his life. Okay, I see your eyes squinting.
Because I'm trying to multitask and listen to you and read the comments. I'm sorry.
So what did the comments say? Because I can see you're very intrigued.
They're just saying, like, what does she do? I think
Yeah, a guy like that wouldn't even look in her direction. I'm sorry. She is absolutely. Look at this, right? The type of man she wants, she's too ugly for it. The type of man she wants, she's too ugly for him. Now, men would fuck ugly women, right? Men would have sex with ugly women, right? Men would pump and dump ugly women, no doubt. To commit to, you're too ugly. You're too. Your personality is too much of a red flag.
I answered that she graduated was summa cum
And you can see the attitude here, right? You can see the attitude here.
laude. Google it if you don't know what it means. She'll find them. I'm too picky. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm single, because I am picky. So
No, I get.
Yeah, stay single. It's like there's a point in time where a lot of women just need to accept it, right? Make your money, live your life. That's it, right? I mean, I think a lot of women should just stay single for the rest of their life, right? Just truly get out of the dating market.
It. This is where, and as I stand here as a dating app CEO and hosting a dating show, I say this all the time. I understand the logic behind women in your position because
Because Kendra is in the same position, right? Kendra is in the same position. She cannot lock down the men she wants. Kendra is exactly as delusional as this woman, right? I mean, maybe not as delusional because Kendra knows it's true, right? Kendra knows that she cannot lock down the men she wants. So maybe she's not as delusional, right? But she does want, she's just as expectant as this woman.
The way it's always been is a woman, we've been saying the provider, but I think at some point in time, we have to understand the drastic difference of provider from 60 years ago versus provider today. Provider 60 years ago was easier to land because women didn't make as much as you for the most.
No. Right? I mean, how much, this is the thing where provider before, it wasn't luxury. It was, necessities, right? A house, food, clothes, but average clothes, and maybe a trip once in a while. Now it's expensive clothes, expensive house, expensive cars, expensive trips every month, every other month, right? And the whole thing with how women make is that it's just higher now, right? Because if I make this amount of money and I could buy all the things I want, now I want more.
Part, right? So 60 years ago, it wasn't a normal thing where yes, there were women that did well, but your husband technically was your probably like 60, 70. So during those times, if a man made 50K, it was good enough because, right? So that's why relationships, it was easier to pair at that to consider.
Women weren't as expectant of luxuries, right? Women weren't as expectant of luxuries as women are today. Because again, a man that makes 100K can provide really well, right? Problem is the higher expectations for luxuries.
Now the difference is women, we do well. And the concept of provider is still the mindset as in that was 60 years ago without taking.
Yeah, I mean, like women worked back in the day too. Women were working back in the day. I think most women were always working, right? Doing some kind of work, right? Maybe it's not a 9-to-5 job, but women were always making money, right? Particularly minority women, right? You don't have the luxury to necessarily be a stay-at-home mom.
In consideration that now you are not that woman 60 years ago, right? So, plus, he's I don't like high value, but it comes down to what's going to make him choose you over all his options and want to be monogamous, because he's going to have so many options that he might say, I'll be with 2 or 3 and feel like he's being good because he has 10,000 he could choose from.
Right.
That's kind of what it comes down to. But let's do the Kendra cam.
What's that?
That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
I told you I've been sick. Let me throw some clothes on. What's it?
You didn't know about the Kendra Cam?
NBC. I heard it before, but I be working, and I just got out of school.
Ciao.
I
got some birthday in this audience.
Hold on, I got you. Hold on, let me just throw something on.
Is out. We gotta see your legs.
I'm about to. Hold on. I'm sorry. I swear I know you was gonna call me. I was just trying it.
Well, you called me. You definitely. I mean, this 45. Okay.
5'10". 5'10".
Okay, 5'10". She said, "Let it be known." 5.
Oh, she's pretty tall. I mean, she's not obese, right? She's not obese. She's not obese. I mean, the body's not terrible, right? The body's not terrible. But again, the body's. Here's the thing, right? It's all proportional, or it's all like it's gotta there's gotta be a point to it, right? So a man that she's asking for, he can find a woman with a better body, right? A better body, right? Younger body, right? That's the problem. Her will probably fit a man that makes $80K, right? $80K man. That's better for her speed, right? With her age, with her looks, she's better off with an $80K man. Okay? And with her age, probably even less, but I'm giving her a bit of a credit, right? I'm giving her a bit of leeway. Right? But for a 50-year-old with over 200K a year, that's tall, dark, and handsome, you can get better.
You look good. You look good. You say you ain't know I was gonna call you. You called me. Okay, you look good. Now we got Aaron. Aaron is in Michigan. Do you want the guy to be in Michigan?
I would prefer.
Okay. Can he have kids?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you desire to get married again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, this is a delusional shit. You're 45. Just stop with that BS, right? You're asking for a high value man and you want to get married again? Idiotic. It's like you're 45. Big bars. Bangable. She's a pump and dump, right? She has a pump and dump body, right? Pump and dump. Again, a 50-year-old man would definitely fuck her. Commit to her, that is the issue, right? That is the issue. He will definitely have sex with her, right? The men that she wants will definitely have sex with her. They won't settle for her, right? That's the thing. It will be settling if you get with a woman like this, right? The man that she wants, the high value man that she wants, it will be settling if you get with a woman like this, okay? So she will definitely be a pump and dump for those men.
Aaron, Michigan, 45, just had a birthday this week.
Oh, like I said, the marriage thing, it's like, she's 45. She's not having kids anymore. You're not worth the risk. I'm sorry. I've said this before. I don't agree to marriage unless you're having kids. It's not worth the risk. It's not worth the time consuming, the whatever, right? All the red flags and the shittiness or whatever. It's not worth it, right? It's not worth marrying modern women, particularly if you can't have kids. It's not worth it. Yes, exactly. Women forget men can settle too. He'll be settling for you, right? The high value man that she wants, he will be settling if he gets with her, particularly if he marries her.
Realtor, 1 child, that's 11 divorce. All right, when was your last relationship?
About 1.5 years ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About 1 year ago.
Okay. 3 flaws. Are you waiting for your relationship?
Yes, I am.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I'm a perfectionist. I'm hard on myself. I'm probably my worst critic. And I think that there's the world is black or white, no gray.
The world is black and white, no gray?
Yeah. It's either black or white or no gray.
And you
I'm a
gotta tell
project
her.
manager. I'm a project manager, so I look at things like a project almost. So with that being said, it's either this or that. It's no gray. And I know that sometimes life can be gray. So I need to work on that.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Aaron?
I'm kind of like the Mega Million.
The Mega Million has in the lottery?
Bitch, you're 45. You're 45. Every man wants to hit the Mega Million, right? Every man wants to hit the lottery. What fucking man wants to hit you, right? What man wants to be with you? You're 45. You're still single. Obviously, men are not clamoring to commit to you. Don't think that men. This is the problem with a lot of women, right? You think that men want to have sex with you. You're so desirable. No. Men will have sex with ugly women. Men will 100% have sex with ugly women. Men will 100% have sex with old women. Men will have 100% sex with women that he will not commit to. That don't mean that you're desirable. That just means that you're fuckable. And sadly, 99% of women are fuckable, right? That is a fact. 99% of women are fuckable. To be honest, I think 100%, right? But there has to be an anonymity, a exception out there, right? There has to be an exception out there. So that's why I put the 1% as the exception. There has to be a one woman out there that no man would want to have sex with.
I am a catch. How can I
Such a catch that no one have caught.
describe this? I feel like I'm going for an interview. To be honest, I'm the shit. Good credit, good pussy, all of that. I am smart, beautiful.
Looks are average. This is the thing. Pussy is pussy. I'm sorry. I mean, like, it's not like I have a body count of 50, so it's not like. But I've had a few women. You know, I mean, pussy is pussy, right? And it's all good, right? It's all good. But it's like, it's like you make it seem like entering you is like entering the Holy Land. It's not. Right? I'm sorry. It's not. It's 45-year-old pussy. You know, so really, it's not that special. Yo, DA, what did I tell you? I'm pretty sure the casting of Avengers Doomsday got Bella Ramsey as Rogue, and I'm pretty sure it's that movie. But Hollywood is, if she really, I swear to God, if she's gonna be Rogue, that'd be crazy.
Go to church. I probably shouldn't have said that in the same sentence, but can cook. So yeah.
Ooh, she said she got it all.
I do.
I would think that if the Avengers Doomsday do that, they're crazy. That little freak looking thing should not be in any movie.
She got it all.
Yeah, big ego.
You don't want to mess up.
And it's funny, Kendra, because like men try and date me, but I turn a lot of them down. I do.
Tell me why.
First, if they teeth don't look good, I'm like, no, thank you.
Women act like sex is something that they give to men and not something they have with men. Both parties are received. Yeah. And this is the thing where women act like, to be honest, women act like, you know, their sex is so unique. Women act like, oh, having sex with them is different than any other woman. I'm sorry. Right? It's not, right? I mean, now you may do something that's a bit special, but missionary with one woman is honestly not that drastically different missionary with another woman.
If they breath smell, I'm picky. I want to cuddle.
Listen, I don't think teeth and bad breath are those are okay. Like that should be a deal breaker.
Number one, if your teeth and your bad breath, then your nails, you know, if you got nasty nails and you're not a mechanic, you know, if your conversation is not there, I like to be stimulated mentally.
5-year-old dead womb. It's like, yeah, she has very little to offer.
Because I could talk about a lot of stuff. So yeah. I'm really a nerd. I'm really a nerd,
Okay,
but
but I would say this: do you normally date the men in the tax bracket you say, because those aren't normal traits for that tax bracket?
yeah, but it been some flaws. So I
But they
don't want to
have
get I don't want to
bad
get into
teeth.
specifics. I don't want to get into specifics for a reason, but yeah, the guys that I usually date are well off financially. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have bad teeth, bad breath, and dirty nails.
No, I'm talking about guys that have been approaching me, like
Yeah, guys just want to have sex with you.
engineers or doctors or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I turn a lot of people down. I do.
Okay.
I'm not saying that that she's wrong. She's probably right. I'm saying that, they probably see that her as a possible pump and dump, right? Uh Women gotta realize men are horn dogs, right? I've said this before, right? It doesn't matter if you're old, you're young, you're pretty, you're ugly, you're fat, you're skinny. You will always have a man that wants you. There will always be plenty of men that want you. This is why, right? If you're 45 and still single, it is because of you, right? It's 100% because of you. That is why you're still single. So, as amazing as she is, she's still single. No man she wants her. Right? That's the thing where I would never say that you can't find. I would never tell a woman you can't find a man. I would never tell that. I wouldn't, because that's untrue. Right? That's not true. Every woman can find a man. The problem is, can you find the man that you want? And as amazing as you supposedly think you are, you can't find a man that you want to want you, right? For the long term. So really, how amazing are you for the men that you want? Obviously, you're not that amazing. And I've said this before. This woman here is just a pump and dump to the high value men she wants.
Well, that's the thing. Dating isn't marriage, right? So I'm not with the sex, but I 1000% encourage women to date. I mean, listen, if you don't want to spend any of your free time with.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's diluted, right? I mean, it's sad to hear these old women go on and on about how many men want them. You're 45. Stop being stupid. Men want you for sex, all right? The men that you want you for sex. The other men, that's probably what you qualify for, right? The men, this is the thing where the men that wants her for probably long-term commitment, those are the men that you qualify for. This is something that women don't seem to understand. That is what you qualify for, right? You qualify for the men that will want you for long-term commitment. That's it. Women gotta really realize that. Oh, what type of men do I qualify for? What type of men can I get, right, to commit to me? Well, she told you what type of men.
The human, so be it, right? But I encourage women, if he's, coffee, dinner, a meal, because what I like about that is it keeps you busy, and it goes back to when women say that they're the prize. It's like, well, I'm busy. Like, I'm not waiting for you.
But Kendra, when I turn down guys, it's like they're like, "Hey, let's go out." But if you're not, like, if I'm not intrigued, I'm not going out.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna stay home and watch Netflix. Like, but I know that's not good either. And I throw myself into work.
They're asking me, are these the doctors you're turning down doctors and the engineers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's because you're not attracted to them. Okay, well, if you're not attracted to them, you're not attracted to them. Yeah,
stay single. I mean, bitch, stay single. You literally probably want the 1% man, right? You literally want the 1% man. Just stay single.
Attracted to them, you're not attracted to them. I get it. All right.
I find that a little bit, I kind of find it funny, right? She is honestly, at best, average looking. At best, right? She's an okay body, right? She has an okay body. At best, right? With the body, she's average looking. Face only, she's like a 4 or a 3.
Okay, well, let's do it. Are you inside the Kendra G singles dating?
This is why I said this, right? As women age, they just become bigger red flags. They become more delusional. And to be honest, it's like, this is why I would say for the women to just give up, right? I'm not saying that you can't find a man. I'm just saying that it's probably unlikely you'll find the man that you want, right? And the issue is that because if you stay in the dating market, your mind will play games on you and you may settle. Don't settle for a man, right? Don't settle for a man because that's unfair to that man, right? That is unfair to that man. So, yeah. These women are ridiculous. What do you guys think? Guys, thank you for being here. Wonders. Thank you for my brother. Thank you, my brother, for being here. All right, big bars, laughing man. Buy a dog, die alone. Exactly. Laughing man, I love you. But to be fair, they said the new remastered X-Men movie they're doing, but knowing Hollywood, they're gonna. I'm very skeptical. I'm very skeptical about what they would do. So I hope Marvel will do justice, right? All right, Red Door, I love you. Justin was early, I love you. All right, guys, who else? Jeremiah, Zyrax. I think that's it. I love you guys. All right, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for checking out the live. Thank you guys for being here. 4 with a body. Yeah, 4 with a body. Big bars, you are critical, right? You are strict with your rating, right? I love it. I love it. Guys, I love you. You guys are amazing. Have a good night. See you guys on the next live. Later, guys.